Had to run back on air, but sorry about that. Thanks. Okay. Are you calling me? Huge. All right. What's going on, man? Dude, I just ran a lap around the arena. The best part is the only way to get to the catwalk is from the opposite side of the building. There's only one stairwell, so you got to go all the way up, all the way over, back down, blah, blah, blah. But I'm here now. I'm back. Okay. I got me. How's that? Right there. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jones, Schaefer, Lodnia, DeSimone, Moore, Maximoff, Castleman, Phillip, Martin, Ham, Tomasino, Bruder, Hunter, Constantino, Sopa, Johnson, Uberti, Roberts. Right there. All right, let's try that. How about there? Okay. How was the audio on everything else since I played that other game for you? Oh, okay.
Welcome back. And
privilege, to help off the ice, doing little things like this to help the community, to help just people in general. So
the group, your team comes back in here tonight. Another weekend of a couple tough games. You got a team that's a contender in the Eastern Conference, the Niagara.
All right, cool. No, dude, let's let her rip. We're good to go. All right. Perfect. I'll be listening. All right. Yeah, I got everything. Perfect. Thanks, man. Mm-hmm. Bye.
Let's work toward a championship, and I guess just anytime you can say you got a championship, you're playing for a championship. So for us to win the western side of our division is huge, and then of course we got in front of us 2 weeks from now a chance to play for the whole championship of our conference, which is awesome.
I had seen a quote where you had said the championship talk starting after the bowl game, but with that you could also set yourself up for failure as well. How did you guys avoid that?
That's a good question. I don't know how you win a championship without talking about it, and being an old high school coach and working toward winning state champion.
It's time for Erie Otters hockey on WRIE Erie. CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260 is proud to be the new home of Erie Otters hockey. Now let's go live and join the voice of the Erie Otters, Aaron Cooney.
Well, the Otters return home, and it was home sweet home for Erie after 2 games in Owen Sound, where they were handed 2 losses by Midwest Division rival, the Owen Sound Attack. As the Erie Otters came home, you thought maybe you get to a normal schedule. No, not just yet, because the Erie Otters had school day game, the Education Day, Wednesday afternoon here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Well, we have seen some wild ones in these school day education games in the past, including against the Kitchener Rangers, where the Erie Otters faced off against Wednesday afternoon. After the Rangers handed the Erie Otters their first loss in a education game last year, Erie looking for revenge and to snap the 2-game losing skid. And they would open up the scoring a minute and 46 seconds in after only scoring 2 goals over the weekend against Owen Sound. It'd be Peter Chaika leading the way for the Otters once more. Peter Chaika all over him, frees that puck off. Erie tried to clear here as they'll tuck it around one man, and off they go out to the races. And Maximovich with Peter Chaika. Kyle Maximovich right wing side in front for Chaika, and he scores! Peter Chaika with the Otters' first shorthanded goal of the season. Give them 3 in the last 2 games, 1-0 Erie. But the Kitchener Rangers, they would rally right back as the power play 5-on-3 would make something happen as Joseph Garefa, nearly 5 minutes into the period, would tie things up. But the Rangers kept on coming in that first, and they would find themselves grabbing a lead, 2-1. On a goal from Jonathan Yancey. Reaching as well, Jonathan Yancey just on, and it's Hug charging back behind the Otters' goal. Hands it off the circle, one-time trap coming, kick save, man, it's a deflection, and it rolls in. Yancey was reaching and may have got the last touch on that one as it just rolled past the outstretched right skate of Dan Murphy, and across the goal line, the Rangers have taken a 2-1 lead. And they would add to that into the second period, jumping out to a 2-goal lead with Yancey adding another power play goal for the Kitchener Rangers to go ahead by 2.
They'll find Garefa. And Morales once more on the right wing, centering on a cross. Backdoor try, hug denied. They get it back in front, and Yancey flips it over and outlaying Murphy. It's 4-2 Kitchener. 4-2, and the comeback was on for the Erie Otters, and it's another 2-goal game for Peter Chaika. He opened the scoring for the Otters and then drew them within 1 before the expiration of the second period. Chaika on after in the offensive zone, squirts loose. Here's Maxim, which turns one to the net. Save made, rebound, another one towards the goal. It bounces high into the air and into the net. Chaika's got a pair of goals as he gets the benefit of an odd bounce using the pitching wedge. 4-3.
4-3, Erie within striking distance, and then halfway through the third period as the Erie Otters got to their game, Chad Yetman not to be outdone by Peter Chaika. He'd start his own 2-goal effort, tying the game at 4, and then putting the Otters ahead by 1.
So the Otters reverse and head back behind their own goal, and now break out right wing side. Garrett Podubny with some speed. Tucks it around a man and twists his way towards the net. Comes out towards the point. Kishnik with it. Wrist shot. Save made. Rebound. Scores! Yetman with a pair. 5-4 Erie.
5-4 empty netter for Kyle Maximovich, as Maximovich's 3-point night will put him ahead and take sole place of the 8th spot in Erie Otters scoring history ahead of Connor Brown. But the Otters get the 2 points on the standing side as well, downing the Rangers 6-4. And now it's not a Midwest Division rival, but it's a proximity rival, with the Erie Otters taking on the closest opponent to them, Niagara IceDogs, in for Game 2 of the 6-game season series. Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron Cooney. It's the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show, getting you set for today's action. The Otters, IceDogs, second time around. And we'll also chat with Brendan Kishnik a little bit later on. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, "Dad, I'm a match, let's do this."
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail. I did choose UPMC.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney here. Pleased to have you joining us for Otters and IceDogs here this evening. A 7 o'clock face-off from the Erie Insurance Arena. Well, for the Erie Otters, and we can look right at the lineup as we get into that segment of the pregame show, the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show, as the Otters, some tough news that made its way out today, as the Erie Otters will be without Hayden Fowler until at least the end of January. In early February, he will be out 2 to 3 months with an upper body injury. It is a fracture in his clavicle after the foot race he was on to try and stop Eric Guest from a breakaway try. He ended up taking a penalty on the play, but as he went sliding and tripped up Guest, he went head first into the post, which knocked down off the moorings, then shoulder first right into the end boards in the Otters' end, which resulted in the injury and a small fracture in his clavicle bone, and had to have surgery and will return in 8 to 12 weeks was the time frame that they're expecting for the Otters' second year forward. 17-year-old out of Kingston, Ontario. Other news, Aiden Timmermans was returned back to his Brampton team. He is not on the Otters roster as he was sent back down following the game on Wednesday against the Kitchener Rangers. So let's take a look at our Marsh & Marsh Real Estate Services lineup. As for the Erie Otters, Dan Murphy gets the net once more, 9-7, 1-0 on the year, a 3.45 goals against average and an .880 save percentage, as he will make yet another start for the Erie Otters. And scratches for the Otters will be number 25, Marcus Gillard, and number 14, Hayden Fowler. That is our UPMC injury report, as Fowler, the only one on it, out 8 to 12 weeks with that shoulder injury, the fracture in the clavicle. That will keep Hayden Fowler out of the lineup until end of January, February. Marcus Gillard, a healthy scratch for the Erie Otters. Our referee lineup is brought to you by Visual Options. With tonight's officials, referees Nick Gill, Josh Sheen. And today's linesmen will be Will Dykeman and Justin Tang. Let's take a look across the ice at our Niagara IceDogs, the visiting team here tonight, as the Otters got the best of the Niagara IceDogs in their first meeting exactly a month ago on October the 17th, a Wednesday, where the Erie Otters were able to down the IceDogs 4-3. Erie went up in that hockey game 4-0, and then saw the IceDogs make their way back into the hockey game. And it got pretty tight towards the end, but the Otters pulled out the victory in the end to defeat the IceDogs here on home ice. And now the second meeting once again at the Erie Insurance Arena. The IceDogs will be going with Stephen Dillon, 9-3, 3-0, one shutout, a 2.69 goals against average, and a 9.14 save percentage. With a 20-year-old goaltender, Buffalo, New York native, an NHL free agent, the overager, getting the start. He did not dress in the first meeting between these two teams. Colton Ince was the starting goaltender in that one. Ince is a scratch here tonight. Christian Spralia will be the backup for the Niagara IceDogs. And the other scratches outside of Colton Ince, number 31, number 10, Mason Howard, number 44, Akil Thomas, and also scratch number 82, Daniel Bukach, was out with an upper body injury as well. Brendan Kishnick, well, he netted his first Ontario Hockey League goal in a unconventional fashion. A centering pass to the front and a 2-on-1. Well, it's put into the net by the Rangers. One of their own defensemen puts it in the net, as credit goes the man who made the pass. That's Brendan Kishnick. We caught up with him before the hockey game. We'll chat with him next on the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show right after this break. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital connect care managers and personal doctors to simplify your care and give you peace of mind. We're teaming up to make sure members with complex health conditions like diabetes and heart disease have a dedicated care manager working with their doctors to make sure they get the right care in the right place at the right time. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent, together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
Sadly, crime can strike anyone at any time. The good news is the Crime Victim Center of Erie County has been here for 45 years helping all victims of crime, be it rape, theft, assault, vandalism, burglary, or abuse. Report any crime to the police within 72 hours to secure your rights to victims' compensation and restitution. Call the Crime Victim Center of Erie County at 454-9414. They'll assist you in filing a claim, and if you need counseling, contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're not alone. The Crime Victim Center of Erie County can help. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney here, joined this time by Erie Otters first-year defenseman Brendan Kishnick. Brendan, well, I know you've kind of bounced back and forth, a couple injuries, but with you in the lineup, you're settled here. But on Wednesday, your first OHL goal. Not the most conventional way that you score goals, but take me through. Did you realize that it was put in by one of the Kitchener Rangers?
No, I was just trying to center the puck out to Sproler. I saw him going back door and kind of hit off the defender's stick and went in, just a little puck luck.
This team, obviously a rough weekend over in Owen Sound. The two losses, outscored 8-2 combined over the two games. How are you guys able to rally and rebound after a weekend like that and come into Wednesday and perform the way you did, coming back from behind, down 2 goals yourselves going into the third period, and able to pull out the victory 6-4?
I think that has a lot to do with our leadership. The guys like Maxie, Duffer, Marty, they keep us going, they keep us positive in the room, and they keep things right.
Well, the guys, I know, noticing I commented on your mustache to start with, but the guys have been going with the Movember, and the program's done pretty well. You guys have surpassed your $2,000 goal for the Movember program, but have you taken a look around the room and seen some of the mustaches? Who's got some of the best? Who's got some of the worst? And like I said, you got one of the better ones coming in, but what have you noticed around the locker room?
Definitely Max. He is probably the best mustache around. I don't know. I haven't really looked to see who's got the worst one, but there's a few that are a little spotty. So
to be able to join in on something like that with the group and with the team, and to see that goal accomplished, did you know how well the Otters would be able to perform as a team like that off the ice and helping the community?
It's just a privilege, to help off the ice, doing little things like this to help the community, to help just people in general. So
the group, your team comes back in here tonight, another weekend of a couple tough games. You got a team that's a contender in the Eastern Conference, the Niagara IceDogs, and on Sunday, the London Knights. Do they seem to always load up heading into the season, getting a couple players back from the NHL? But looking at tonight's game first with the Niagara IceDogs, you guys got the better of them the last time around. They made a kind of frantic comeback towards the end, but how do you keep things the way they were? You jumped out to a 4-0 lead the first time around. How do you do more of the same against the IceDogs tonight?
I think we just play our game. We skate, we shoot, we play the body. I think we just get them off their game and play our game.
For you guys as well, as a defenseman, when you see what Dan Murphy has been able to do the last couple of games, it seems like he's been playing some of his best hockey this season, even to last year when we saw him first come in as a rookie. Does that just make the group much more confident, and as a defenseman, much more confident knowing you got this guy behind you?
Yeah, Murph's been playing. He's been playing really well. I mean, it makes my job a lot easier knowing that I got him at my back, and he makes a lot of very good saves every game, and he keeps us in every game. All
right, thanks, Kish, and have fun here tonight against Niagara.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Brendan Kishnick of the Erie Otters. Face-off is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital are collaborating for cancer breakthroughs. We're sharing insights to help improve treatment times and results for you and your loved ones. For certain types of cancer, radiation treatment times have been cut in half and achieved the same level of success, exposing patients to less radiation and giving them a chance at a quicker recovery. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters signature sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Erie Insurance Arena, where tonight the Ontario Hockey League presents the Erie Otters hosting the Niagara IceDogs. Hello again, everyone. Aaron Cooney along with you. Buckle up for another proximity rival night. The Otters taking on their closest opponent to them with the IceDogs in town. Second meeting between these two squads. They meet 6 times each year. The Otters, well, the last meeting between these two groups kind of sent the Otters onto one of their best stretches of hockey on the season. The Otters won that hockey game back a month ago, October the 17th, over the IceDogs 4-3, and including that game, an 8-4 stretch over the last month. As we get to action here, the IceDogs into the Erie's own right wing side. A wrist shot that'll sail high over Dan Murphy, who will make yet another start for the Erie Otters. On down into the near side corner, with the IceDogs coming off of a win just this past Thursday over the Hamilton Bulldogs, 6-3, as Erie escapes out to center ice and sent it in behind the red line, results in an icing call. And on back to the Erie end. Murphy is making the start. 9-7, 1-0. 3.45 goals against average, and an .880 save percentage for the 18-year-old out of Guelph, Ontario. Across the ice, we will see Stephen Dillon, who did not dress in the first meeting. Slap shot from the point. Kick save made by Murphy. Dillon on the year, 9-3, 3-0, with one shutout, a 2.69 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage, as Erie is guilty of a second icing call here in the first 32 seconds of the hockey game. And, well, you'd rather be guilty of an icing call rather than the too many men ice calls the Otters were guilty of early on against the Kitchener Rangers on Wednesday afternoon. Eighth straight start for Dan Murphy as the battle at the face-off dot. Alex Ritz puts a body into a man, and two bodies go tussling and tumbling down to the ice as Erie gets out the center, and now they'll drop it in. That will not be an icing call, as Brendan Kishnick, who picked up his first Ontario Hockey League goal on Wednesday afternoon against the Rangers in the school day game, as Niagara comes in offside over the right wing side. Kishnick was able to drop it in, head off on the shift change, and now we'll have a face-off here just in front of the Otters bench after the icing call, or the offside call. As Niagara was a bit banged up when they came in a month ago, and still banged up, as now without Akil Thomas, their leading scorer. 8 goals, 27 points on the season, as Maxim Golod working the puck out the right wing side, and also without Daniel Bukac, the Czech defender. As Erie bouncing out at center ice. Otters have been no strangers to the injury bug as well, as they will be without Hayden Fowler, the second-year man, 17-year-old from Kingston, Ontario. He's out of the lineup, as offside is Niagara once more coming into the zone, with Ivan Ladnia just a stride ahead of the play. Fowler, as it was reported today, he will miss the next 8 to 12 weeks following a surgery to help repair a fracture in his clavicle after a tumble into his own net, trying to get back and stop a breakaway. He did make the play, and resulted in a penalty shot for Eric Guest of the Kitchener Rangers. But the Otters forward, when tumbling into his own net, crashed into the near side post and into the end boards. That's where he sustained that fracture, and will be out of lineup for the next 2 to 3 months. Erie hopes to get him towards the end of the season, make a little playoff push if they can. Erie missed the postseason last year, looking to get back into it here as Joe Mack receives that pass in a nifty fashion and able to shovel it into the zone on the right wing side. Dillon out to play it here, but he coughs it up though, and Hayden goes down. Erie gives it out in front. Here's a kick save made. Sprawling out was Stephen Dillon and threw up the right leg and able to deny Joe Mack in front. What a stop. Shot from Moore at the point. And that looked like a desperation. The Scorpion just throw up the leg and you get a piece of it. As the Otters dump the puck in, making changes, and Billy Constantino out to center ice. Ramped out off of the stick of Castleman and out of play down the left wing side. Let's bring us to another face-off. And I don't know if we can get that one on a replay, fellas, but that was outstanding of Stephen Dillon to play, keep the puck out of the back of the net. You may see that on a later edition of Jane's Saves on the OHL website. Emmett Sproul puts a body into Constantino, who dumped the puck into the Otters' near side corner, and Erie just throws it back out to neutral ice. They'll come rambling back from their own end. Second-year man, Billy Constantino. Lofted note ahead, and that'll trickle on down behind the Erie net. Able to pick that one up here as Brady Johnson puts it out towards the front. They couldn't hold in as it skipped just by first-round pick Leighton Moore. Erie with an intercept out of neutral ice. End of the shift, though, however, for Brendan Selman, and he'll drop it in and head off. 3 minutes into this hockey game, no score. Otters and IceDogs the second time around. Fired up the near side, Leighton Moore. Ben Jones with the stick lift. We have no icing here. That's played towards the line, stayed on the hold-in. That one kicked up off a skate, and the puck caught Ben Jones underneath the face shield. He's going to get back in the play here a little bit late as the Otters send it over the left wing corner. And Ben Jones will go get a look at as Elijah Roberts dishes this one out ahead. And inside the Erie zone they come. Tomasino, he's poke checked right there by Jamie Drysdale. And Drysdale looking to lead the march on ahead as it squirts off of his stick. And the pass received by Daniel Singer, the former Niagara Ice Dog. Erie sees it roll back towards her own end. Ryan Martin gives to his left. Podubny cross ice. Speed here for Jamie Drysdale, who scored his first OHL goal against these Ice Dogs. Singer's shot from long range, sticked away by Dillon. And along the far side wall, two Ice Dogs able to take the puck away from their former teammate and then send it back into the Erie zone, back behind the goal. Jack Duff takes a run towards the boards. He was hit by Ivan Lodnia. Our storylines there, that trade before training camp, and Lodnia now with the biscuit once more over the right wing side. Shoved by Curtis Henry. And to help out, the centerman Chad Yetman, a 2-goal night, well, afternoon we should say, game-tying goal and game-winning goal for the Erie Otters. On Wednesday against the Niagara Ice Dogs. Erie shuffles it on in right wing side, and down to the ice goes Maxim Golod. A penalty on the way. And the first power play of the game will belong to the Erie Otters. As coming across, serving this one will be Liam Ham. A tripping call made. And the Otters to the power play for the first time tonight. Otters power play 15th in the league at 16.2%. And a chance here with the man advantage, as Erie has gone 3 games without a goal on the power play, 0 for 10 in that stretch. Maybe they can get something working here against the 18th ranked road penalty kill unit of the Ice Dogs. Played in front of a tip attempt, looking for Chad Yetman drifting in front. Was off the mark. Drysdale sets things up once more. Singer right wing side, throws it in front. Pad stop made by Dillon. Singer gets it again. Now Drysdale at the point. And the captain Kyle Maximovich floated across for Singer. Holds, drags to the middle. His shot, it's blocked by Jones, and off come the Ice Dogs. Drysdale alone, defender back. Singer trying to join him. But here comes Ben Jones coming off a hat trick. And instead he's going to go with the PK and snap it back towards his goaltender, as they'll wind the precious time off the clock and rip it back down into Erie ice. Some smart play by the captain, Ben Jones. Now tripped up on the play, it was Maximoff. He got mixed up with Dan Murphy behind the net. It allows the Otters to enter in and work on left wing side. Fresh man on for the Ice Dogs. Lodnia taken away, as is Johnson. They're able to find that one off the wall, pry it loose, and then skip it down ice. .15 to play, first period. Still looking for our first goal here tonight. Ice Dogs and Erie Otters in action from the Erie Insurance Arena on a Saturday night. Rattled back behind the net, poking there was Alex Gritz, followed up by Garrett Podubny to the far side corner. Erie has 40 seconds to work with on this power play. As turning, here's Ivan Lodnia, Peter Chaika on him. 4 goals in his last 2 games for Chaika. Erie to the point, here's Duff, save made on the rebound, guided to the goal, just wide, throw back in front by Gritz. And it's settled by Dillon, who smothers it up. Well, Jack Duff, we know he's got a cannon. They got it on net, kept it low, creates the rebound in front, and with one hand on the stick, Alex Gritz almost was able to tuck that one in around Stephen Dillon. Just ran out of room along the near side of the cage. Popped loose, and Bruder on the back end. He'll flip it off the wall and get this out to center ice. Back in the lineup here for the Erie Otters after missing 2 games is Luke Beamish, and he pushes it out ahead. Drop pass, Garrett Podubny, wrist shot, save made, rebound, cleared away at the last second before Alex Gritz had a chance at an open net. Great play by Matthew Phillip to deny Alex Gritz that rebound. Time winding down to the power play. This puck squirts out loose towards the near side circle. Power play over now. Out of the box is Ham. Erie has it back on the far side corner. Looking for Peter Chaika. Flips it over to the far side wall. It's going to be grabbed by him, and he leads the charge 2-on-2 back to Erie ice. Into the zone, they'll come offside, however, as Phillip was kind of fooled by the moves. Wasn't really sure where, in which direction Liam Ham was going to enter in, and it threw everything off. That'll bring us a whistle with 13:06 to go. First period. The Otters 0 for 11 on the power play in their last 4 games. Here's Curtis Henry, the Otters, to Ryan Martin, and ahead for Brendan Hoffman. It's bouncing out towards center ice. Joe Mack back in lineup for the Erie Otters as well. He's centering the 4th line. Able to get it into the zone where it's settled by Stephen Dillon. And then winding ahead is Constantino. Man ahead of the play. It's Ivan Lodnia into the Erie zone, right wing side. Lodnia coming to the goal, trying to pound it in. And he's hooked up, knocked down on the way. Erie touches up, and going to the penalty box is going to be Ryan Martin. A holding call as he put the clamps on Ivan Lodnia, streaking towards the Otters goaltender. And the former Erie Otter draws the call. And Niagara will take to the man advantage.
The Erie Otters are going on the Planet Fitness penalty kill.
Planet Fitness penalty kill will take the ice for the Erie Otters, which has struggled over the last 5 games. Erie has allowed 9 power play goals in the last 18 shorthanded chances allowed. PK's at 50% over the last 5 games. I know that's something they're working on, and chatted with Chris Hartsburg about that. You'll hear that discussion during the first intermission. And the IceDogs have it now. It's former Erie Otter Ivan Lodnia. Down low for Jones, fresh off a hat trick Thursday night against the Niagara IceDogs. Or, excuse me, it's the Hamilton Bulldogs. Tap in front, one-time try. Save made by goaltender Dan Murphy as he ramped it onto the near side corner. Erie looking to clear. Yetman couldn't do it. Jones has the puck once more, and they'll look to reset. Swing it all the way around to the right wing side. Gara Podubny out here on the PK. As it skips off of his stick, it's going to be settled by Maximoff. That's a shot, go save made, rebound, loose in front, bouncing around Erie. Knock it off the near side glass. And that'll skip the center ice. Erie will make a change real quick here. Otters scored their first shorthanded goal of the season on Wednesday. On a Peter Chaika marker. Erie unable to get the puck across the line. Here's Castleman holding left wing side. Throws it to the front, blocked by Henry. Held at the point by Ham. Shuffles, gives it the right. Reaching is Gara Podubny to knock it to the line, but not out as Lodnia holds in. Here's Ham once more. His shot. It's a couple bodies in front. And then cleared in front by Curtis Henry. Final 45 seconds with Ryan Martin in the penalty box for the Erie Otters. Given left, Elijah Roberts with speed into the zone. Now he slows things up, hits the brakes. As it's pushed back to the point, Roberts holds again. Gives to the right, Constantino. Roberts holds, comes down to the circle. Let's a shot go, deflected high by Phillip. And that'll catch the glass and deflect up out of play behind the Otters goaltender. The face-off will stay inside Erie territory with Ryan Martin in the box for another 27 seconds. Still looking for our first goal here tonight. No score with 11:04 to play in the first frame. IceDogs power play is 8th in the league at 21.4%. 18 of 44. That fraction as the face-off sent right between the legs. As Erie shot that one forward through the centerman. And the IceDogs forced to ramp things up from their own end. And enter they will to the Otters zone right wing side. Swing in behind the net. Tomasino to the point. Roberts. Now right side. Constantino. Back to Roberts. Center point area. Now Tomasino in front. Sopa sends it just wide in the glove hand. Out of the box comes Ryan Martin. Erie's killed one off here. And Ryan Martin's got the puck now. Leaves it ahead. Pushing it forward for Kyle Maximovich, who was out of his reach. And the IceDogs fire it back to the Erie zone as this one pops right back out in front of Dan Murphy. But Erie wins the race to the face-off dots and an icing call for the Niagara IceDogs. And an offensive zone face-off on the way for the Erie Otters. A pair of Otters added into the NHL Scouting Service Players to Watch list. A couple of C ratings for the Erie Otters, and Emmett Sproul and Peter Chaika. That was announced just the other day, adding and changing some of those ratings as Erie forced back in their own end on a play by Elijah Roberts, who was on that shift during the icing call. He took it all the way down to the Erie end, and now makes his way off on a shift change as the Otters force back their own end and then fire it back the other way. Brendan Selin pins one up along the wall. Erie centers out towards the point, bouncing puck, nicely settled down and handled, but it came out across that blue line. Erie's got to back up. Luke Beamish pokes that one loose, and off comes Brendan Selin, right wing side, trying to back down a man. It's a wrister go. That was blocked by Leighton Moore, their first round pick. Slid back to the net again by Brendan Selin on wide as Gritz able to poke it down low towards the corner. Emmett Sproul skips over his stick as Erie reaches, and they'll hold in with Curtis Henry at the line. And a big collision right at the blue line after that hold in as down goes Bruder as he ran into Curtis Henry, the Otters defenseman. All of 6'3", 205, Curtis Henry. He holds now. He's going to enter in and activate down towards the corner, carrying the puck. Hands it off to Alex Gritz on the cycle. Gritz comes up towards the circle and drops it off once more. Sproul intended for Selin, and he'll come to Leighton Moore. He'll backhand this one high to the air and back to neutral ice. Here he had to reach and quick get that one away because they had a streaking Brady Johnson flying into the Otters' end. But Jack Duff was able to carry that just enough across the line and out to center. And now it's played by a high stick, which will bring a whistle with 8:53 to go, first period. No score. Otters and IceDogs here from Erie, Pennsylvania. Otters fans, real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere. That's what you'll find at the Brewery at Union Station, Erie's original brew pub and restaurant. Located downtown at 123 West 14th Street. That's the Brewery, proud sponsor of the Erie Otters. I'll get back to the NHL Central Scouting list for the 2019 NHL entry draft. And players to watch list. Philip Tomasino, first round pick of the IceDogs in 2017. And on that list, there's a shot from Ham, hit a body in front, Castleman towards the goal, and he's hit the side of the cage as it drops back behind the Erie net. Also on that list, Billy Constantino, a B rating, both of them, as the Otters chase down the puck over left wing side of their own end. Crashing is Dan D'Amato, flying into the neutral zone as Joe Mack pokes around a defender. The first man back is Jonathan Schaefer, stripped to the puck once more though. Here he drops it off. Joe Mack looking for Hoffman. Cleared, kept alive by Ryan Martin, and back in behind the goal. Here's Daniel D'Amato swinging on through. Lays it for Hoffman. Angled up the boards. Jamie Drysdale holds there, waits. Traffic delivered as he sends it off the end boards. It settles on the side of the cage. Mack, D'Amato go back to work. Erie back to the point. Drysdale open on the right wing side. Line up, slap shot, kick save made by Dillon. Martin has it now. His shot never got through. Blocked by DeSimone, and now carried ahead to center ice by Castleman. Knocked into the Erie zone, settled once more by Jamie Drysdale, and Erie's first round pick, fourth overall, flying through the neutral zone. He's got a man open left wing side. It's Maksimovic, and he couldn't reel the pass in, skate the stick. Bouncing puck. Away goes Niagara now with a chance. It's Jones right wing side. Phillip to the front. Wrist shot. Save made by Murphy. Erie gets it up to the line, but not out. Kept by the IceDogs. Roberts. Now Phillip. Twists away from Drysdale. Puts it off the skate of Peter Chaika. Drysdale follows up. And he'll get up underneath this one and flip it ahead. And all the way back is chasing Maxim goal line. Settled down, however, by Hunter. And they look ahead. In left wing side, Maximoff twirls, drops it off for Jones behind the net. Phillip with him, watching is Brendan Kishnick. Kishnick battles away. Fresh man on, it's Maximoff back after that puck. Trying to fling it onto the far side. It settles at the wall, and Jones will hold in from the blue line. He's got a lot of room here. Walks in, gives left, walking in, Hunter scores! Drew Hunter, in just his fourth game of the season, ripped one from the left wing circle to beat Murphy, glove hand side, and it's 1-0 Niagara. Well, the Otters just unable to get the clear as Ben Jones covering at the point, helping out Elijah Roberts, who's in on the play. And then the patience by Ben Jones to wait. Erie kind of closed in on him as they saw he had some room to walk in towards the top of the right wing circle, and he slides it across in the pass instead. And on the board is Drew Hunter with his second of the season. 1-0 IceDogs. Back into the Erie zone, with Niagara looking for more. Sopa with Tomasino battling near side. They get it to the point. Fake the shot more. He's going to enter on down left wing side. Gets around a couple men, trying to slide it to the front of the net. Here, Erie's got to glove it down, and they still can't clear. Ivan Ladnia to the biscuit now. Goes for a skate down the left wing side. Jams on the brace. Looks up high once more. He'll come to the blue line. Skating, floated to the net. Blocked in front. Sopa, he's the one that knocked it down and couldn't get a backhand try towards the Erie's cage, and they'll just fire it out to center ice on the clear. Here's Ladny. He coughed the puck up at neutral ice. That's picked up by Chad Yetman, and the Otters going to reset. Looking to break out. Pass intended for Kara Podubny. Skips over his blade, and off the boards where it's settled by the IceDogs. Trying to get across the Erie line. They'll reset once more. Ivan Lodnia pushed onto the near side boards. Shouldered by Henry, and down goes Lodnia. Now Yetman after it. Erie coughs it up in their own end. But they're able to recover and bounce that pass as Tomasino was trying to give out to the point. And it bounced out to neutral ice. So now it's Emmett Sproul taking over. Hands off. Looks for Selin. Nice move. Walks in. Wrist shot. Save made by Dillon. Oh, what a move from Brendan Selin. Fakes the pass. Took the shot. But Erie can't get to the rebound. As Schaefer takes over and holds behind his own net, he'll slow things down. Take a little bit of a survey. Fired out left wing side. Bruder to chase it down to the Erie circles. It'll wind in behind the net. Watching is Ryan Martin. Turned around. But they follow up here, and the forecheck continues. Brady Johnson now. James it loose. Sproul gets there first. And his pass off the stick of Selin, followed up by Jamie Drysdale. Now, right wing side, entering into the zone. Centering pass by Gritz. That one was defended away. And back onto the near wall. Johnson will fire this one ahead to center ice, up off the window. Back to the Erie line. Drysdale. Regain possession. Bruder all over him. Steps away from two checkers. Drysdale continues with this one. Pokes it over left wing side, where it's floated on in by the Otters. Down to the final 4:40 as this one played. Nice moves by Stephen Dillon. Knocked it out of midair and then gloved it down and keeps things going. As they fired out to neutral ice, settled by Ryan Martin. He wants to get them right back into the zone. Quick up for Joe Mack as he drops it off to the near side circle. Schaefer again takes over for Niagara. 1-0 IceDogs. A goal from Drew Hunter. Wasn't available to the IceDogs in the first meeting a month ago. He's on the board. He has the difference maker right now. D'Amato charges ahead to center ice. Joe Mack ducks a check, and flying right on through was Ian Martin. They get the puck ahead. Long range wrister. Murphy, the glove hand stop as he denies Jonah DeSimone. 4:04 to go first period. Shots even 7 aside. But the Hunter goal comes at 13:01 from Ben Jones and Elijah Roberts, and that'll extend Jones's point streak here to 7 games. And Maurice sent with face-off to the left of Dan Murphy. After that, one back by the IceDogs, but just out of the reach of Elijah Roberts, the former second-round pick of the Kitchener Rangers. He'll go for a skate in his own end, wind things out ahead. Great skating abilities. He flies right wing side and shuffles it in on the backhand. Had to be played by Dan Murphy of the Otters. And now it's Kishnick and Beamish working it behind the goal. To Hoffman, out ahead, nice pass. Reeled in by D'Amato. He'll blast it into the zone. And around the horn it goes. Hoffman will pick it up. Feed it down low. It's Chaika, centering pass. It'll come out to the point. Holding now Henry. Now Duff. Winds flicked ones toward the goal. That was a mask save by Stephen Dillon. And the rebound carried out to center ice here by DeSimone. Stopped at the Erie line. Chaika's going to come back in right wing side. Sets it up for Kyle Maximovich. Drops it off once more. Chaika, man across his own. Oh, look out. Picked off nearly. Oh, getting back and able to stop Maximoff. Off. A little bit of 2-on-1 with Maximoff, and Ben Jones had Jack Duff not got the stick on that pass. Back to center ice. Jones once more. Max Golod on the back check. Steps in front of him. Takes that puck away. The pass was intended for Peter Chaika here. Onside here as Maximovich able to find his way around the biscuit. Once more, Schaefer. Puck hits a loose stick that's floating around the Niagara zone, and it forces the IceDogs deeper into their own end. And they'll just fire it up off the glass to center ice, where it's settled by Drysdale. He'll ladle it ahead, looking for Maxim Golod. Good read by Schaefer, and forwards this one ahead for Maximoff. Shouldered and knocked down to the ice by Curtis Henry. And off goes Drysdale, 1-on-3. Drysdale tries the right wing side. Chopped off his stick by Schaefer, and it's Jones once again. He'll float it into the zone, and he'll settle on down. Fresh man on is Sopa. As Kian Sopa turned around by the Otters' Chad Yetman, who can work things ahead. Drysdale's pass off the mark comes right back to him, and then it couldn't be received by Daniel Singer. And here comes Ivan Lodnia, taken away by Drysdale on the move. And Erie had a man ahead, but they couldn't get it to Daniel Singer. And a change by Constantino, as he was able to hustle on and intercept that pass at the time. And now springs Ivan Lodnia back ahead.
Into the Erie zone, Drysdale stays with him. Knocks it loose in the final 2 minutes. Lodnia back to it. And he'll twist it back behind the Erie net. Coming out on the near side, Lodnia gets open. His shot blocked by the Honors. Chad Yetman got a stick on it before Lodnia could let it loose. And now Daniel Singer runs over Constantino. And the puck will bounce out to center ice. And now Garrett Podubny is going to take a tripping call as Tomasino was wrapped up by the stick of Garrett Podubny. And now pushing and shoving here as Sopa and Singer continue to go back and forth. They shoulder and bump back and forth. We're still playing here. Erie has not gained possession, though it's finally thrown into the Erie zone. Martin will touch it up. And the crowd not too happy with the way that played out. Garrett Podubny will come to the penalty box and a chance for the IceDogs to extend their lead. Second chance of the evening here for the IceDogs with the man advantage. And they'll win that draw back. Jones gets it to Ham. And a right wing side. Lodnia, cross ice feed. Here he gets a stick on it. Good read by Alex Gritz. Took away the passing lane. But still with the puck are the IceDogs. Maximov taken away by Selin. He's able to lift it just enough to get into the Niagara zone. Here's Gritz though. He's got a chance. Short-handed. Rips one just wide on the glove hand side. Killing now is Selin and Gritz jacked up. Here is still holding back towards their own end in the final half minute of play in the first period. Holding is Henry. Waits. 20 seconds now. He'll rattle it off the glass and down the Niagara area as Liam Ham was there waiting for it. Let's get back towards the Erie zone. Look out. Erie could knock that rolling puck down. And now Kyle Maximovich, he'll settle it down along the near side boards. This one will drop, and a chance as Chaika stops. 1 second left, and he's knocked off his skates by Ivan Lodnia. The crowd doesn't like when the buzzer sounds to expire the first. A lively crowd here from the Erie Insurance Arena on a Saturday night. But it's Niagara IceDogs taking a 1-0 lead into the intermission. The goal coming from Drew Hunter at 13:01. And the Otters a slight edge in shots on goal after 20 minutes. 8-7. And that's a part. For us, we will take a break. The UPMC intermission report is coming up after this, where we'll chat with Erie Otters head coach Chris Hartsburg. That's on the way next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza, artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
for fast fire perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peach Street Square in Erie.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
Sadly, crime can strike anyone at any time. The good news is the Crime Victim Center of Erie County has been here for 45 years helping all victims of crime, be it rape, theft, assault, vandalism, burglary, or abuse. Report any crime to the police within 72 hours to secure your rights to victims' compensation and restitution. Call the Crime Victim Center of Erie County at 454-9414. They'll assist you in filing a claim, and if you need counseling, contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're not alone. The Crime Victim Center of Erie County can help. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined at this time by Erie Otters head coach Chris Hartsburg. And Chris, it seems like your group never out of a hockey game. Come from behind, down 2 goals, and really found a way, kind of sparked with Chad Yetman, game-tying goal, game-winning goal, and then add the empty netter on top of it. But this group never seems to show any sort of quit in a hockey game.
No, and certainly we weren't our best through 2 periods, and, that's why we were in the position we were in going into the third. But, we played our game in the third period and we got rewarded for it. And I think, that's a good lesson for our players, to understand. We can't pick and choose when we want to play a certain way. It doesn't work most nights, but we were close enough into the game where if we put in a good period of work and played the right way, we were going to get rewarded for it, and we did.
News story out of that game is losing Hayden Fowler for quite a big period of time here coming up after the collision that he took trying to get back on to stop the breakaway, and ends up going crashing into the end boards and into the net as well. But out 2 to 3 months. How does this team replace a player like that? I know you've been battling kind of an injured lineup and in and out of the lineup for much of this season, but now on the forward side to lose a guy for such a long period of time like this.
Yeah, it's a tough loss, obviously, with Hayden. He's a guy that plays in our top 6, plays on our power play, and he's starting to come along with his game. But in saying that, it just means collectively we got to be better as a group. And certainly, it's a loss, but at the same point, it gives guys other opportunities to step into certain roles and maybe have a more expanded role with our club. But it's tough. You feel bad for Hayden. Obviously, it's not something you want him to see him go through, but certainly it's an opportunity for him to kind of get back and watch the games a little bit and hopefully come back with and really help us at the end.
With that said, in him out, is there someone you expect to kind of slot in there and pick up some of the top 6? I know it's kind of rotated around the last couple of weeks with the lines, but is there a player that can benefit most out of this after losing a guy like Hayden Fowler?
Well, we hope a guy like Max Golod can pick up his game. I think that's something we've been waiting for here for a little bit, is for Max to, start getting rewarded. He works hard every night. I think we need him to be better, as far as getting to harder areas with the puck and getting to, the hard areas when he doesn't have the puck. And, certainly if he does those things, he has the ability to make a difference for our team. And, he's a guy that we expect to step in and really help our club.
I know you mentioned the start wasn't that great in the first 2 periods, but to come back into the third. But all in all, a rebound from the 2 games in Owen Sound. How did you see the team perform and what can be improved on now going into this weekend with 2 pretty tough opponents when you look at the Niagara IceDogs, and on Sunday you have the London Knights?
Yeah, no, again, it comes back to us playing our game, and I think it took us a little bit to get into the game there on Wednesday, but once we did and established our game, that's what we expect. We didn't see it for 2 nights in Owen Sound. We were really disengaged from the game. We kind of just skated around and didn't really get much accomplished. And I guess the biggest thing for our team is to skate with purpose. And if we skate with purpose, we close gaps, we get involved and get engaged in the battles, and we're playing our game. But if we're just skating into areas and allowing them to make clean plays and not giving them giving them easy ice, then it makes our game more difficult because now we're chasing it.
I know that the team took a handful of penalties, and even a power play goal given up as a 5-on-3 opportunity. But this team's penalty kill has dipped here the last month or so and down into the 60s. Obviously, it's not a place where you want to see it, but how does this group as they continue to learn and get together, and you get really a steady group together after losing Christian Gurney, and then in and out of the lineup with some of your defensemen. But how does it improve and get to where it needs to be?
Well, I mean, collectively as a group, we got to be better. Right? We got to put more pride in our penalty kill, and it's not for bad plans or anything like that. It's more desperation. It's a mindset of outworking and doing whatever it takes to get those 2 minutes done, and we're gonna figure it out. It's not like we're just doing the same things expecting it to change. We're working at it, and we'll try some different forwards here to maybe give it a boost and help out in that regard. But it's something I see improving. It's certainly hasn't killed us to this point, but it hasn't helped us that much either.
The IceDogs come in here. You guys were able to down them the first time around, going up 4-0. They sparked a bit of a comeback towards the end and closed the gap within the one. But Eugene takes it 4-3. They're missing Akil Thomas, who's been out the last couple of weeks. They just got back Kirill Maximov back from the Russian team with the Canada. How do you see them stack up and try and replace offense like a guy like that is really, he sparked the comeback, it seemed like, in this building a month ago?
Well, he's a talented player. He's going to be a pro here at some point. And, I thought we did a good job the last time we played him, where we played our game, played at our pace. We didn't give him a whole lot of easy ice. And, when we got into trouble there, in the third period, we got a little bit sloppy with pucks and coming back to our own end. So, if we're cleaning those areas and we do a good job of maintaining our skating and closing gaps, and we're going to give ourselves a chance to be successful here, and I think that's really our main focus here tonight.
All right, thanks for this, Coach, and good luck here against the IceDogs.
Yep, thanks, Aaron.
That's Chris Hartsburg of the Erie Otters. More coming up. You're listening to the UPMC Intermission Report on the Erie Otters Radio Network, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Whether you're an empty nester or a new retiree, when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on, and that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Nationally recognized by J.D. Power for outstanding member satisfaction with Medicare Advantage plans. When you need great customer service, count on Blue. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, when you need us most, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This award is neither endorsed nor given by Medicare. For award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match, 6 chances, 5 cash lives, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. It's the UPMC Intermission Report, where the Erie Otters trail the Niagara IceDogs 1-0 through 20 minutes of play. Let's go ahead and recap it for you and take a look at that first period as the Erie Otters, they would have a chance to take an early lead. They were given the first power play chance of the night. Just nothing coming up for the Erie Otters in the offensive zone. And it wouldn't be until after a Niagara IceDogs power play chance that would see a scramble in front, the top line on, and then Ben Jones creating once again as Jones covering for Elijah Roberts at the point. They would kind of trade places over the right wing side as that puck will come up high. Roberts to Jones. Jones, lots of room to make his way to the top of the right wing circle and then slide it in on a pass to the left wing side. Right onto the tape of a wide open Drew Hunter in just his 4th game of the season. He was out with injury for a while, and Hunter would rip it over the glove of Dan Murphy for his 2nd of the season at 13:01. That's the only goal of the first period. The only thing we have now, that's what stands ahead. It's the Niagara IceDogs 1, Erie Otters nothing. Erie out shooting Niagara 8-7 in the first period. Going 0 for 1 on the power play. Niagara, they're 0 for 1 as well, but they have 46 seconds left on a Gara Padubny tripping call. That'll carry over here into the second frame. Now let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheridan and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. The Otter be staying with the best. One final from earlier today on the CHL Saturday Showcase as the London Knights come from behind to down the Guelph Storm 2-1 in a shootout. That's a 3:30 start. That one's over as the London Knights, who are in here tomorrow, they got a couple extra hours to rest before wrapping up a 3-3 here at the Erie Insurance Arena as they extend their lead in the conference and division. 2 points ahead of the Guelph Storm, I should say, and then jumping ahead of the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, maintain the number 1 spot in the Western Conference. Action elsewhere as the Windsor Spitfires have a 1-0 lead over the Saginaw Spirit. Sarnia Sting lead 3-0 over the Peterborough Petes. In Barrie, they're scoreless, a 7:30 start. They're just a few minutes in. Oh, no, they just had a goal go in as we have Tyler Tucker on the board. They just added Barrie with a 1-0 lead over the Kitchener Rangers, as if the Erie Otters can get a little help, he can close within 1 point behind the Kitchener Rangers. Elsewhere, you have the Flint Firebirds and the Owen Sound Attack. They're scoreless 4 minutes into the first period from Owen Sound. Erie, if Saginaw can help out the Erie Otters, they could jump ahead of the Windsor Spitfires. But only time will tell. We get set for a break. Second period's next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters signature sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Welcome to Tim Hortons.
I'll take a coffee and...
How about a bagel breakfast sandwich? They're just 2 for $4.
Ah, I like that.
Freshly prepared with savory sausage, fluffy egg, and melted cheese on a freshly baked bagel. Just 2 for $4.
I like that. I just fist bumped your speaker.
Oh, I just fist bumped you back.
Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a plain bagel or English muffin for just $4. Or mix and match for $4. Great quality at a great value. It's all good at Tim Hortons. No substitutions or additions, limited time only at participating restaurants.
Few things hurt as much as a family or relationship that begins to unravel. And the longer it goes, the worse it feels. No matter how bad it seems, it doesn't have to be that way. There is hope. If you or a loved one needs help, call Family Services of NWPA today. Counseling is available for families, individuals, and couples. Take the first step at fsnwpa.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. Aaron Cooney along with you. Start of the second period. Erie trails 1-0. The IceDogs ahead on a Drew Hunter goal back in the first period, 13:01. Power play with 30 seconds on it. It carried over from the first as the IceDogs with the man advantage now. They flip it into the near side corner. Liam Hamill's flagged down his own dump in as Curtis Henry turns from the far side corner, bodies him up. Castleman in there also. Kyle Maximovich. But it's pried loose by the IceDogs. They'll get to the point. Snap it right side. Lodnia, tape to tape, going to the defenseman Ham. Looks right, it's Lodnia once more. Down low, bounce pass, throw it out to the front. Jones puts it off the skate of Curtis Henry as this one skips around the defender at the point. And a foot race here as out of the box comes Garrett Podubny. Chaika to pick it up back behind the goal here. Erie's going off, they give it out in front. Here's a pass in front. Podubny denied with Lodnia defending in front. Stephen Dillon in tight quarters. Finds that puck laying on top of it to gain the whistle. It seems so nonchalant. Back defending Liam Ham as Chaika was able to get a step on him in behind the net. And that pass to front, Garrett Podubny just couldn't find a seam in goaltender Stephen Dillon. Niagara wins this face-off, and they'll set things up. Here's Roberts, who just picked up his 11th point in 18 career games against the Erie Otters, an assist on that opening goal. Erie looking for Daniel Singer to get into the zone. Unable to get through as he's knocked off his skates along the near side boards. Couldn't receive that pass, was a little behind him. As Chad Yetman back into his own end. Is knocked down on a play by Phillip. Phillip throws it down low for Tomasino. He's bodied up by Jack Duff, who comes rolling on near side. Hudson takes away from him. They bounce it out towards the front of this Erie Otters net. It skipped around as now Hunter on a backhand tried to slide it on through. That was denied by the Otters, and Duff pass out ahead off the tape of Daniel Singer. Gathered in by the IceDogs once more, but it rolls away right in front of the Erie bench. And now Podubny overskates. Followed up by Yetman as they try to flip it on down right wing side. Singer has another one roll just past him. As Tomasino can find this puck out to center, shouldered by Duff. Roberts follows up here. It's the brakes on Chad Yetman. Into the zone they come. Give on a cross. Calling for it was Johnson. Gets a shot away. Saved by Daniel Murphy. And the Otters out ahead. Emmett Sproul left wing side. Emmett Sproul lets one loose. Schaefer deflects it out of play. 2 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock. The IceDogs with the 1-0 lead, and the face-off will make its way to the right of goaltender Stephen Dillon. Sixth in goals against average, 2.69. We'll reset this face-off. Back to his right, the 20-year-old from Buffalo, New York. Former third-round pick in 2014. And a free agent here as an overager. Now the NHL side pulled back to Schaefer. He'll drop it off for him, and out ahead they were looking to find Brady Johnson. Pass just off the mark as the Otters. Brendan Selleck comes back in right wing side. Gets a shot away. Save made, and Dillon nicely reels that one in with the paddle, and he'll cover up. Another face-off coming up. Here, the 6'5" goaltender has been the workhorse the last couple of seasons for the Niagara IceDogs. Daniel Murphy's picking up that note for Erie as he's making his 8th straight start. And he sits 5th in minutes amongst OHL goaltenders with 975 coming into tonight. Here's Dan D'Amato to Brendan Hoffman. Joe Mack trying to get loose as Hoffman battles into the far corner along with Schaefer. Put to the boards once more. Joe Mack in to help out. Gives it to D'Amato. Twists his way back near side. D'Amato gives to the point. Beamish left side. Floated towards the front. Deflected in. Save made towards the goal. Enter as Hoffman's back after it. And another good deflection stop for Stephen Dillon. And that puck just flipped up right onto his left pad as he's able to kick it out as it went down to the butterfly. And the Otters' fourth line developing a little energy for Erie. 2 minutes and 44 seconds into the second period. The Otters facing a deficit. IceDogs are 7-2 and they lead after the first period, but Erie's seen them find some inspiration towards the end of hockey games. And a couple come from behind wins on the year already. It took them towards the end of the year, back into February, to get their first come from behind victory last season. But this Otter squad, they found a way to just no quit as they step out there on the ice. As Maximoff has a puck taken away by Kyle Maximich, tries to hold in on the near side boards, gets right back up after the check. As Jones just escaped this one out of danger, taking it away from the pileup, and he's on his horse down the right wing side. Peels off on the button, gives on a cross. Erie deflects that pass away, but it's reeled in off the boards by Hunter. He gives in front. Phillip, taken away by Erie. Phillip was loose between the circles. Could never get it on goal. Here's Maximovich ahead for a reaching Curtis Henry, but it's too far ahead for him as the Otters knock a man down. Golov's got the puck. He twists away. Maximovich calling for it. Pass almost got across, but a good reach from Maximoff denied Kyle Maximich the play in front. Bodies come tumbling down to the near side circle. Puck still loose there. Knocked ahead for Peter Chaika. Charges over right wing side. Wrist shot. That was stopped by Dillon. The rebound in front. Picked up by Jones. The captain fumbled that pass a little bit, but able to help out was Roberts and sends it back to the Erie line where glove down and off goes Jacked Up. Finds a freshman on and Daniel Singer. Pass looking for Garrett Podubny. Over on the far side boards, Ivan Lodnia in after him. As Ben Jones still out here on this shift. Singer's going to wind up taking a bouncing slap shot that rattles off the end boards wide. Sopa can't clear as Garrett Podubny able to hold in. Opportunity on the way. No dice. And ahead goes Ivan Lodnia. Poke check by Jamie Drysdale. Here he moves it ahead for Daniel Singer. He'll tuck it along for Chad Yetman, who comes on in near side at his third multi-goal game of the season. A wrist shot from Drysdale scooped up by Stephen Dillon, and he'll hold on. With 15:20 to play, second period. 1-0 Niagara. Teams are holding to that lead. The goal from Drew Hunter in just his fourth game of the season. On the draw from the wall, Garrett Podubny looking for Daniel Singer. Couldn't direct it towards the net. Poked ahead to center by the IceDogs. As he honors Garrett Podubny back on in, looking for Chad Yetman. Bouncing puck. Goes off the body of Leighton Moore. Now Billy Constantino has some room to skate left wing side. Fires out ahead, skips over the stick of Kean Sopa. And Dan Murphy will blast it around the near boards. Lodnia looking to sweep it towards the goal. Didn't get much on it as its follow-up attempt by Constantino is fed along by Dan Murphy. As Drysdale goes D to D, now Garrett Podubny. He'll backhand it off the boards, and it'll settle be on back at the line for Niagara as Constantino pushes ahead for Castleman. Skating into the Erie's own left wing side. Heads behind the Otters goal. Comes out to the near side circle. Going for a skate here, looking for a man on the far side corner. Lodnia called for it. Pass went off the stick as Lodnia keeps it alive. Paired in the far side boards was Brendan Sellen, slow to get up as Hamlet's a shot goal that rattles off the end boards wide. Constantino's bouncer and a couple of bodies never made it on goal. And another one's thrown out towards the front. Garrett Podubny can pick it up. As Sellen steps around, a check gives off to Garrett Podubny on his horse is Sellen. Podubny trying to walk out in front, lets a wrister go, and it grazes off the body of Dillon. Podubny throws it back behind the net. Gritz, he comes charging in. He's got the puck behind the goal now. In front, centering pass, and they couldn't get it on goal. Kishnik a swing and a miss. And it's pushed ahead for Castleman. 1-on-1 against Beamish. Shouldered by Beamish. That'll knock him off the puck, and Gritz follows up. Flying out to center ice, 96 in white. Ahead for Brendan Sellen. And then Gritz once more, but the Otters are offsides on that entry. Which will bring things to a halt here with 13:43 to play in the second period. As the Erie Otters are out shooting the IceDogs 6-2 here in this second period to start. 6 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock. As Erie goes forward, here's Hoffman right off the draw into the zone, and his shot was blocked. Kept alive by Kishnick, throws it to the net. Keeps it low, but it sticks to the near side boards by Dillon. D'Amato puts it behind the goal. Hoffman's turn around as Schaefer moves it out to center ice. Beamish pokes this one loose to the near side, but jumping on in, getting it right back, however, is Huberti. Battling in the Otters zone to the far side wall. Head up. Huberti turns around on Joe Mack. And now to the corner once more as the Ian Martin works it up the wall. Reaching is Brendan Hoffman, but Erie can't clear. And again, the IceDogs to work in the Otters zone in the far corner. They played up the half wall. It will hit the brakes. Joe Mack steps in. Thrown behind the net for DeSimone. They'll leave it on the reversal once more as Erie reaches. Still can't get it up the wall. Now Hoffman will so. And this may go for an icing call as D'Amato hustling. But not enough time. As already winning that race was with a head start. Liam Ham on back. 1-0 IceDogs. A first period goal for Drew Hunter. The only goal to report so far. An explosion of offense last night in OHL. A little bit slower going here, and is led by the game this afternoon. As look out, Hoffman chasing the puck into the offensive zone, but that great skating ability of Elijah Roberts, just effortlessly, it seems like, swinging in to take that puck away before the Otters. Let's look out, Erie now coughs it up. Jones, it's a wrist shot go, save made, rebound right out in front, just guided away by Curtis Henry. As another icing call whistled against the Otters on that clear. Only 2 goals scored in the game to begin the afternoon this Saturday, with the London Knights and the Guelph Storm going into a shootout. London took that. Final was 2-1. Only a handful of goals around the rest of the league here today. Our out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels. Proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You want to be staying with the best. Windsor with a 1-0 lead over the Saginaw Spirit, starting with a 3-0 lead over the Peterborough Petes. 2-1 Barrie over Kitchener right now. So we get back to action here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Rolling puck off the side of the Erie net. Peter Chaika defending. Ben Jones leans in on him. Vegas Golden Knights product. To the point. Wrist shot off the side of the net. That one just skipped just wide from Roberts, who let it loose. And Jones is going to find that biscuit once more. It's taken by the IceDogs. The 7th round of 2017. Keep it down low. Played out in front off his skate of Curtis Henry. Is now Maxima. He was wrapped up. It spins away, and Duff again comes crashing in on the end boards to deny Matthew Phillip any room, and Chaika can carry ahead to center. All the way back, pass across. Maxima trying to drop it off in front for Golod. That pass was poked away. Look out, squirts loose on a poke check. And the Otters couldn't finish it up. That was Max Golod stationed in front. The Erie was trying to set up. Maxima takes it away. Throws it out in front. Henry able to recover as he heads over to the front of the net and pokes the pass away. And Jack Duff lugs it ahead to center. Backhand play onto Max Golod. Pushed it on across, looking for Yetman. The pass was behind him. And off go the IceDogs, just pushing it ahead to neutral ice. As the pass kind of rolled away from Elijah Roberts, he's able to knife it ahead, where it's settled down by the Otters defense. Here's Kara Podubny back in. The touch pass by Chad Yetman. Beat in behind the net, Yetman. Lodney on his back, centering pass. Comes out to Ryan Martin, turns it to the goal, and it's off the side of the net. All the way for the Otters. With 10:48 left in the second period, the IceDogs holding a 1-0 lead. Here for the Erie Insurance Arena, looking to even the season series. After almost coming from behind to down the Otters in that first meeting, the Otters were ahead 4-0. 3-goal third period brought the IceDogs in close. So toss it into the Otters end after that face-off. The right side, Bruder fires it in behind the net. And it's picked up at the point here. Wrist shot save made, a rebound. Murphy 2 saves, but on the third rebound, it's put in by Johnson. Point shot gets through. A deflection in front once more, and then followed up by Brady Johnson. Second chance opportunities aplenty in front of Dan Murphy on that try. And the IceDogs jump ahead by 2. There you saw the first couple saves with Bruder out in front, and as the Otters put the body on him, nobody could catch up to Brady Johnson as Murphy stretching out, trying to cover up as much net as he could. He's able to deny the first couple of rebounds, but not that one. As the IceDogs jump ahead 2-0, Johnson's got his 6th of the season. Here's a headman pass, rolling in towards the Otters net, and just not enough to settle it down for Tomasino. Erie pushes ahead for Alex Gritz, and Erie may have breaking out here with a 2-on-1. Gritz with Emmett Sproul. Pass across, poked away by Jonathan Schaefer. The overager denies the Erie Otters an offensive try. Here's Tomasino, snaps one towards the goal wide on the glove hand side on the counterattack. Schaefer's forced out to receive that pass in the neutral zone, and he hands it right off to Alex Gritz, who charges once more to center. Into the zone, drop pass, Drysdale, he's got some room on the backhand, stopped by Dillon. And he holds on with 9:42 to go in the second period. The IceDogs have jumped to a 2-0 lead on the goal from Brady Johnson.
Fans, look up to the scoreboard and get ready for the Delta Sonic Hit Cam. We want to see some smooches.
Otters fans, Chido's Cleaners is the official dry cleaner of the Erie Otters, complete with an easy, accessible drive-through and free pickup and drop-off. Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters.
All right, fans, let's get ready because it's time for Creative Different T-shirt talk. If you want a T-shirt, you have to cheer. I'm pretty sure that's a rule.
Lead is now 2 for the IceDogs. Johnson picking up the goal, 6th of the season, as this one skipped in towards the Otters goaltender Murphy. A little back check by Maximoff, but his pass off the mark. And Erie out ahead with Peter Chaika. Erie got their lines crossed there. Would have been offside had they played that puck inside Niagara territory. Then allows Ben Jones to take it the other way. He'll drop it off to the near corner. Henry takes the shoulder on that retrieval. Settles it down from the circles, puts it off the skate of Phillip. As Erie unable to clear momentarily here. And it's going to be Jack Duff following up. His pass will find Chaika and out at the center ice. Here comes Erie as Golod stops. Sends one towards the front. That's deflected just wide. Duff will let one go. That one blocked and sent out of play by Maximoff. Some pushing and shoving there with Jack Duff and Kirill Maximoff, who just returned to the team on Thursday after hopping into the lineup for Team Russia with the Canada-Russia series. Played in 2 games. No points for Maximoff, but then came back, put up 2 assists against the Hamilton Bulldogs on Thursday in the victory. Draw to the right of Dillon. Beamish. A little hold in from the point after the Otters won the draw. They'll work it down low. D'Amato to Hoffman. Hoffman not enough on the pass. Trying to give out to Beamish at the line. At DeSimone. Bodied up by Luke Beamish, who takes the puck away. Tries to spring ahead with Dan D'Amato. Rambling across his own line to Kishnick. Shouldered hard and tumbling down to the ice. And Erie's going to get a power play here. I think they're going to get a kneeing or a tripping call here on Ian Martin, as Kishnick upset with that hit that came right at the neutral zone. IceDogs tag up, and the Otters will go to the power play. And Martin indeed does go for kneeing. Plymouth Tavern power play takes the ice. Otters hold for the last 11. Looking to cut the lead in half here with this opportunity. Down 2-0. The IceDogs will win this faceoff and snap it all the way down the ice to begin.
Penalties, number 19, Ian Martin, 2 minutes for kneeing. Timeout.
Kyle Maximovich sets things up. Golod out ahead. Rip it on the right wing side. Looking for Jamie Drysdale hustling into the zone. Knocked the stick out of the hands of Ben Jones back there. The puck's still loose here. Knocked out to center ice by Maximoff, and the Otters got to reset. Golod is left side, but Maximovich couldn't reel that one in. Otters trying to reset. Jones going to get a new twig now. He's got some room to get out to the blue line. And in front of the IceDogs bench, get the fresh twig. Bounced on in for Maximovich. Reels it in off the wall. Sweeps it behind the net. That already killed 45 seconds on this power play for the Otters. Second try tonight. 0 for 1 as Maximovich chases this one down. Gives to Drysdale at the point. Throws it in front. Tap towards the goal, but wide by Golod. And then Dillon able to reel it off the boards and get the whistle. 64 seconds left on the man advantage. The second unit will step out. As the Otters try to get their special teams going here once again. There's a stretch not too long ago. Began right around shortly after they played these Niagara IceDogs. They put up power play goals in 5 of 7 hockey games, but scoreless in the last 3. And once again settled from behind their own net and reset. A clear from Niagara as Beamish gives ahead. Chaika, now Duff. Right wing side. Just chips it in softly. Chaika on after it. One hand on the stick. Able to prod it up the near sidewall. Garrett Podubny turned around. Got a stick lift though. Erie lookout gives in front. Getting across is Dillon after the steal as he denies Peter Chaika on the cross crease feed. And Stephen Dillon does it again. A couple robberies in the first period. And on the cross crease pass, denies Peter Chaika. Stationed at the bottom of the right wing circle. He's got a hot stick right now, too. 4 goals in his last 2 games. Here's Podubny. Wrist shot. Blocker save made by Dillon. Picked up by Bruder after the pass out of the corner from Ham. He'll make sure this one gets off the Otters' end boards and 200 feet down. Podubny stopped here. Prone and waits and now has to be forced back behind his own net from Matthew Phillip as the Otters reverse once more. Here's a chance for Beamish to skate ahead with 10 seconds on the power play clock. Last rush for Erie on this second try. He'll drop it off to Chaika. Waits, now fires. Glove save, Dillon. And he'll hold on with that one in the mitt. Well, much appreciation to the Erie Insurance Arena crew, who has had quite a busy week, and it's going to get even busier. Here they'll round things out into next week. As you didn't know, they had the Monster Truck Show last weekend, and then a comedy show on Tuesday, then the afternoon game Wednesday with the Erie Otters. Basketball as the Erie Bayhawks were in town last night, and then back to hockey here for Saturday and Sunday, and then get ready for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show that'll take over the building as well with that show on Wednesday, and then back to hockey for Thursday and Saturday. So to Casey Wells, Ray Williams, and Ed Snyder getting the crew together and keeping things to go. As the Otters at the chase this back to their own end. Power play is over. Looking to get on the board here with the IceDogs ahead 2-0. Ryan Martin pokes it around for his partner Drysdale. The pass ahead from Mack to Emmett Sproul off the mark. Constantino, he's tied up by the Otters' former first-round pick, the 2017 first-round pick Emmett Sproul, but flying ahead goes Ivan Lodnia. The 2015 first-round pick of the Erie Otters gives to Sopa on the far side boards with 10 goals to the point. Roberts off the mark as that slapper hits off the end boards and settles on the near side boards. Lodnia able to feed it down to the corner. Picked up by Drysdale. Played ahead. Picked off by Lodnia on the play. Lodnia gives a cross. Sopa couldn't finish it off as Ryan Martin got the stick on that pass. Right in front of the Erie goal. Bouncing puck. Selin could not settle that one down. The Otters to force it onto the far side corner with 5:10 to go in the second period. Floated ahead towards center ice. Johnson just put him up 2-0. Slaps it into the Erie zone. Golod picks it up there on the backhand. Hands it right off to the IceDogs. Castleman in behind the net. In front looking for Johnson. And it's off the mark And all the way back down ice. Now Dillon here. Out to play it towards the near side boards. Feeds it around his own net. This one skips around the stick of Brendan Kishnick of the Otters. As Chaika takes down a man. It could have been close to an interference call, he thought. As the Otters play it ahead. Maxim Golod, some room to skate to center ice. Weaves around one. Knocked off of his skates. The crowd would like a call there as well. And off goes Ham. And into the honor zone he comes, left wing side. To get a trade off there. Johnson now, he's open, plays it in front. Kick save made by Dan Murphy, and off go the Otters once more. For Max Golod, back for Kyle Maximich on a hustle play by Hasselman to intercept the give and go. And here's Huberti. Poke check by Kishnick and put into the near side wall. Chaika trying to fish things out here with 4 minutes on the clock in the second period. Otters down 2-0. DeSimone in also. Couple bodies take down to the ice, and it's going to be Kishnick taking a penalty here. As he wraps up Huberti once more. They get the goaltender off. The fourth line draws a power play here for the IceDogs. They'll wind it up high. As reaching is Kyle Maximich. He forced him out to neutral ice. But it's not possession yet. And they get the extra man on and come working towards the honor zone as Ham wings it near side. His pass into the skates of Jones. It allows the Otters to touch up. With 3:26 left and a third power play try for the Niagara IceDogs on the way. Planet Fitness penalty kill to the ice.
Erie penalty number 2, Brendan Kishnick. 2 minutes for holding.
2 minutes for holding, the call to Kishnick. The eighth-ranked power play unit takes the ice once more. Ladnia will hold in for the near sideboards. Twists away from Garrett Podubny, holds it in along the blue line. Feeds it down low for Jones. He's able to knife it across for Maximoff, and then back to Jones, who sweeps it around the horn. Ladnia will pick it up off the right wing wall. Down to the half wall. It's the near side corner. Plays it to the point. Lined up, slap shot on the way, blocked by Erie, flown towards the net wide once more. Jones trying to jam it home. He'll give to Ladnia instead on the right side. Center point, Roberts on for Maximoff, right back to Roberts. And now Ladnia right wing side. Center point, down the pass, just past Roberts. Couldn't reel that one in on the backhand. And as all the way back, Dillon's going to maneuver it back behind his goal and then set up Ivan Ladnia, who cruises into the honor zone. To Jones, and once more Ivan Ladnia drops it off to Maximoff, who'll feed it out to the point. Bouncing puck, hopping around, just kept alive by Roberts, and they'll feed it in deep. As look out, Jones is going to pick this one up off an Otter skate. Overskated, however, as Jack Duff puts it along the boards. And shouldered was Jones. Erie fans on this clearing attempt here. And some pushing and shoving behind the Erie net. Erie turns it ahead to center ice. Alex Gritz trying to poke it along. Now Henry and Jones barking away. And then Erie coming towards the net for an offensive try. We get a whistle behind the play. I think Jones and Henry will both go. And now Gritz pushing and shoving Maximoff here at center. So Jones and Henry will come across. They'll serve coincidental penalties. There's still 44 seconds on the Kishnick minor. And the power play remains on for Niagara. With 2:10 to play, second period, 2-0 IceDogs. Beamish off face-off win. Slap shot on the way that sails over the head of Stephen Dillon. Then settled by Ham. They'll wind things ahead. Constantino, the second unit on here for the IceDogs with the man advantage. Half a minute to work with as they send it on in. Beamish back behind the net. Holds. He got a little bit of time here. From the near side corner. He'll bounce it on down ice. Peter Chaika on his horse. Steps in front of Ham. And then wipes out to the far side corner boards. They'll move it ahead. Tomasino into the honor zone right wing side. Pushes it ahead behind the net looking for Sopa. Nice body position for Jack Duff there. Erie's got numbers ahead of the play. Receives as the Otters come in 2-on-1. Chaika waits, fires, going sharp side as the Otters cannot beat goaltender Stephen Dillon once more, who denies the Otters the right wing side. Way to force the shot. Defender goes down and wouldn't let that pass get through as Maksimovic thought he was going to be open. It stays 2-0. Power plays over. Back to 5-on-5 as Martin against Ian Martin down on the near side corner. IceDogs fish this one out. They'll try more at the point. And on left side, that one off the mark. That hit a stick in front. I believe it was deflected wide by Johnson. It's kept alive the near side corner. Here's Bruder. Gives down low. Drysdale looking to clear. It goes off the stick of Daniel Singer. And Johnson finds it once more on the near side. In the final minute now of the second period. Martin tied up here with Bruder. Johnson. Now Yetman will find the loose puck on right wing side. Pass ahead for Garrett Podubny off his skate. And Erie can't clear. Back in deep again here. Bruder gives a cross. Schaefer wanted to step into one. He's got the puck from the left wing corner now. Centers onto the front. Comes loose off the side of the cage. And Erie fortunate there. That bounce will head off and out to neutral ice with Dane Singer. Singer to the zone. Drops it off. Podubny sends it wide. They'll kick off the corner boards. Drysdale holds it. And now Yetman with 18 seconds to go in this period. Podubny to Yetman, right wing side. Yetman curls it down low, looking for Daniel Singer. It'll be fouled by the IceDogs. They sweep it up this near side wall. Jack Duff comes crashing in as he activates with 5 seconds left. Nobody behind the net for the Erie Otters. Schaefer can move it ahead, and that'll wind the clock down and run it out. Well, the IceDogs add another. They take a 2-0 lead over the Erie Otters here through 40 minutes of play. The Otters out shooting the IceDogs 21-14.
Niagara 7. That's a game total of 14 for Erie, 13.
As the barking continues back and forth here, Jones and Henry sent out of the boxes to go down and to their locker rooms. And we'll keep John back and forth. But we're going to go to break. When we come back, UPMC Intermission Report right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash marks. 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 mega millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital make it easier to get quality care by investing in new facilities close to home, like an enhanced emergency department, renovated operating suites, an all-new cancer center, and the Eastside Health and Wellness Pavilion opening in 2019. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health. Together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
The 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage and G4 sedan, your choice now, only $99.88 at $149 a month. Did you know that it only takes less than $3 in gas to get from Erie to Meadville, or vice versa in a Mitsubishi Mirage and Mitsubishi G4 sedan? Both vehicles get over 40 miles per gallon highway and come with standard features such as rear view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen, and Bluetooth, along with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Yes, that's right. You can choose either vehicle for only $99.88 at $149 a month. Come see the exciting lineup, including the all-new Eclipse Cross, only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Discount on both vehicles includes $500 dealer APR cash, which requires financing through dealer indirect lending service. Payments are free to 84 months at 4.9% with Tier S approval. Price is prior to tax, title, and license. Discount may not be combined with any other offers.
Few things hurt as much as a family or relationship that begins to unravel, and the longer it goes, the worse it feels. No matter how bad it seems, it doesn't have to be that way. There is hope. If you or a loved one needs help, call Family Services of NWPA today. Counseling is available for families, individuals, and couples. Take the first step at fsnwpa.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Everyone, I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of OHL News, presented by Bauer. Coming up on the show, we'll talk to one of the players who suited up for Team OHL in the second stop of the CIBC Canada-Russia series that took place on Monday in Oshawa. That's coming up in a moment, but first, this week's OHL On the Run Player of the Week is Dallas Stars prospect and Kingston Frontenac's forward Jason Robertson. He led the league with 9 points in 3 games last week on the back of 6 goals and 3 assists. The 19-year-old from Michigan, originally a 4th-round choice of the Frontenacs in the 2015 OHL priority selection, and then went on to be chosen by the Dallas Stars in the 2nd round of the 2017 NHL draft. Not the result Team OHL was looking for on Monday night as they fell 4-0 to Team Russia at the second stop of the CIBC Canada-Russia series. Austin Keating of the Ottawa 67s among the players who suited up for Team OHL, and I caught up with him afterwards to talk about playing for Team OHL. Austin Keating of the Ottawa 67s joined me now. You played in the CIBC Canada-Russia series game on Monday. I know it wasn't the end result score-wise you wanted, but take me through that whole experience.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't the end result that we wanted, exactly what you said, but I mean, I think personally it was a really good experience. You know, looking around the room and seeing all the depth and the talent that was in that room, you know, I think it was really good for me. It was a really big eye opener to see, you know, all the little things I need to work on, and you know, just a little bit of a confidence boost as well for me. You know, just seeing all the hard work I did this summer and seeing it pay off so far.
Can you kind of open up a little bit more what you learned going through that whole experience? I know it's quick, but now that something you know that you maybe didn't know as of last weekend.
Well, I think, you know, I worked on my skating quite a bit in the summer, and obviously playing against other OHL junior teams, the speed isn't as quick as it is in the Subway Series, and I think, you know, that paid dividend in the game on Monday. So, you know, I know that I need to work on that a little bit more. You know, I think other than that, you know, it was just a really good experience for me. I had a lot of fun. You know, a lot of the guys on the team I played with at the under 17 when we ended up winning the championship. So, I mean, it was just all around a lot of fun.
Got to be different being cheered in Oshawa rather than being the opponent, and, of course, playing alongside some of the guys that I'm sure you've had quite the battles with during your time in the OHL.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, going in that room, I think it's definitely one of the better rooms in the league, if not the CHL. You know, they got all the bells and whistles, so it was pretty cool being in that room. But I think when I went out for the warm-up at least, you know, going on the other side, it was definitely a little different, but, you know, it was definitely a lot of fun as well.
A couple months into the season now, and this Ottawa 67s club has been off to a good start. Obviously, people maybe on the other side of the league don't get a chance to see as much, but for those that haven't, take me through what's been going well so far for the Ottawa 67s.
Yeah, well, I think at the start of the year, you know, all the returning players, we knew the group that we had. You know, I think we all knew the skill that we had coming in, and you know, I think it's really key that the older guys are kind of leading the way right now, showing the younger guys the ropes and stuff like that. You know, I think we were really known for our offensive game. We got a lot of offensive threats on our team, and I think the reason why we're winning a lot of games though is our defensive game has come a long way. You know, a lot of guys are buying into the two-way system, and I think that's paying dividends.
We'll get to that in a second, the defensive side, but certainly offensively, about 9 guys with double digits in points, 4 guys already, or 3 guys already with double digits in goals. You found that depth has really been a big thing, that sometimes even matchups, other teams have had difficulty because you guys can throw 2 and 3 lines out there that can score.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the biggest thing. We're so deep, and our D-core is so strong. You know, both our goalies have been playing extremely well that, you know, there isn't a weak line out there. I think it's definitely hard for other teams to try and play the matchup game. They play one of their lines against one of our lines, and we just come back with a quick 1-2 punch. So, I think it's really key right now that we just stay on board and worry about the process and just get better each and every day.
Obviously, the offensive side can be the fun stuff, but I'm sure the coaching staff really emphasizes that defensive side of the game. And when you guys have had success in terms of winning games, I'm sure that's when it really shows it pays off.
Yeah, 100%. And I think last year a lot of the guys bought into the system, and I think that's why we came back from the majority of our wins last year. But I think this year, the guys kind of got a little bit of a swagger that. It's not cocky, it's confidence, and, everyone's buying into the system as well. Everyone has each other's back, staying positive, and I think that goes a long way.
You're a 4-year guy now. This is your 4th season in the Ontario Hockey League and 4th year with the 67s. What has this organization and, of course, living in the nation's capital been like for you?
Yeah, I know. My first year, a good buddy of mine told me, just enjoy it. It flies by, and going into my first year, I was kind of wondering, when he said that, it was a little bit weird, 5 years, right? But I mean, now I'm in my 4th year. It definitely does fly by. Especially with the group, the main core that I've had since I was 16. We're all really close on and off the ice, and it's made it a lot better with all the guys here coming to the rink, and I think that really goes a long way with our result on the ice.
Who were a couple of the older guys that helped when, this group was young, that obviously they're too old, they're out of the league now, but you can almost give credit and say, hey, the success we're having now is because we had a couple of guys that were veterans when we were young helping us along?
Yeah, well, I think our first year, there are guys like Sam Stutnika, Dante Salatero, Jeremiah Addison, Jake Middleton, guys like that even though they're a little bit older, they really brought us in and kind of showed us the ropes a little bit. And then there's obviously Travis Barron, who a lot of us are still really close with. So, I think that really goes a long way for us as older guys now, bringing in the younger guys and making sure, they feel included, doing team events, stuff like that, I think it really goes a long way to the end result.
We caught you heading to the Northern Road Trip this weekend. I'm sure you guys excited, but knowing it's 2 buildings that aren't the easiest to play in either.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun matchup. The guys are really excited, though. We like to embrace challenges like this. Obviously, we beat Sudbury in overtime at home, and we ended up beating the Sioux as well. So, I think we're going to get every team's best game right now, and going into opponents' buildings, it's always going to be a tough game. But the guys are really dialed in. Everyone knows their role. Everyone knows what they have to do, and right now we're just looking forward to the game.
That was Austin Keating of the Ottawa 67s. And the 67s are once again the top OHL club in this week's Kia CHL Top 10 rankings. They are only behind the WHL's Prince Albert Raiders for the top spot in the country as the 67s come in at number 2. Other OHL representation this week, the London Knights at number 8, and the Sioux Greyhounds get an honorable mention this week. Well, that's going to do it for our show. You've been listening to OHL News presented by Bauer. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us.
You're listening to the UPMC Intermission Report on the Erie Otters Radio Network, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash bucks, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pre-game. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters signature sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined as we hit in the UPMC Intermission Report. The Otters trail the Niagara IceDogs 2-0 through 40 minutes of play. Niagara, the top scoring offense in the league, averaging 4.05 goals per game. Erie's held them to just half of that, with just a goal per period. Hey, still within striking distance, down by 2. Erie came back down 2 on Wednesday against the Kitchener Rangers to defeat the Rangers 6-3 here on home ice. We'll take a look at our recap. The IceDogs jumped to a 1-0 lead on a Drew Hunter goal at 13:01 of the first period. That would carry through into the intermission. And then in the second, 9:32. This time, Brady Johnson able to put on his 6th of the year, as he was set up by Andrew Bruder and Oliver Castleman. 2-0 Niagara through 40 minutes of play. Real quick, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheridan Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter be staying with the best. With a final from earlier today, the London Knights down the Guelph Storm 2-1 in a shootout. London in Erie tomorrow to take on the Erie Otters. Windsor Spitfires, a 3-1 lead over the Saginaw Spirit heading into the third period. Sarnia opens up a 5-0 lead over the Peterborough Petes through 2 periods. And in Barrie, the Kitchener Rangers a 3-2 lead over the Barrie Colts, while the Flint Firebirds and the Owen Sound Attack are even at 1. We'll step for a break. Third period is next. Otters and IceDogs. Erie trails 2-0. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra. 0 down for only $199 a month. Sign and drive. What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,100, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee. At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, Dad, I'm a match, let's do this.
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail. I did choose UPMC.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. 20 minutes on the clock. The Otters trail by 2. The IceDogs ahead. As we get to action, and Jamie Drysdale chopping it up the near side. The Otters came back down by 2 on Wednesday afternoon against the Kitchener Rangers to take the game 6-4. But the offense, they have not been able to solve Stephen Dillon just yet, who's 20 minutes away from his second shutout of the season. And the IceDogs control the puck. Move it on to Ham on the near side. Taped out to center ice and then thrown in by Johnson, who put the team up 2-0 in the second frame. They'll find the puck back behind the Otters net. Battling there with Ryan Martin. Picked up by Castleman. Tossed out to the point. Nicely on to Drew Hunter. Hands off in front. One-timer, standing and missing. Swing and a miss for Bruder. Puck still loose in the Erie territory, though. Ryan Martin follows up here. Otters, they have numbers out ahead as Emmett Sproul couldn't reel that one in on the backhand. It's played up but not out. Selin down to Sproul. In behind the goal. Erie changing behind the plate. Pass out on the centering. It's taken away by Phillip. And then flicked into the Otters zone on the half slapper. As into chase is Phillip. And Erie holds on the left wing side. Bounce it out head to center ice. And that skips and rolls back down to Niagara territory. As the Otters try right wing side. Chasing after Hunter. And it's swept back out to neutral ice once more. And a rolling puck at the Otters line. Here's Singer. Steps in front of a man. Singer, former IceDog. Wrist shot. It sails high on Dillon. The Otters will find it back behind the goal. Daniel Singer after the play by Yetman. Give to the point. And it's Jack Duff, near side. Henry thought about taking the one-tainer. Settles it down now and fires it wide on the wrister. Where Daniel Singer keeps it in from the far boards after the bounce off the wall. Singer picks one off here on the clear. Right wing side. Singer throws it to the goal. Stick save made. The rebound settled down here for Matthew Phillip. And up the near wall. Trying to jam it out ahead. It'll get over the head of Singer with a man ahead and Maximoff. But it's Curtis Henry able to stop it up and push it into the zone once more. IceDogs take over 8-0 and leading after 2 periods of play. They're ahead by 2 as it's floated into the Otters zone on the far corner. Takes a Niagara bounce, settles in the corner, but Jack Duff has body position on Maximoff. He's at the end of his shift. And the Otters almost sent that one right onto the tape of Sopa. Luckily, there's too much steam on the pass coming from Curtis Henry. But it's fired back into the Otters zone. And Henry will reset. Bumped out ahead, looking for Maxim Gola. Had to chop it away from an IceDog. And here comes Peter Chaika, squeezing his way between 2 defenders. Pushes it behind the net. Wiping out was Gola. Gets right back up. Had one hand on the stick. Erie taking a pinch here as Beamish able to keep it alive. William Ham steps up next. As he's hooked up by the Otters. They get it loose, though. Maximich in front. One swing and a miss as Chaika couldn't get the stick on it. And now Ivan Lodnia ahead. Bumped by Luke Beamish. Forces him wide. They hit the brakes. Give out in front. One-timer on the way as Tomasino puts it wide. Now Moore. Wrist shot. Deflected in front just wide on a play by Sopa. Twists on Jamie Drysdale. Hands off to Ivan Lodnia. Looking to go to the point for Moore. As the Otters poke it away. Comes off a skate of Maxim Golod and Lodnia back to the puck. Cycle for Tomasino. Looks across. Walks up. Wrist shot. Scores! It's Philip Tomasino faking the pass across and lets it loose. That beats Murphy short side, and the IceDogs are up 3-0. And Ivan Lodnia should pick up an assist against his former team, setting up Tomasino in the near side circle. His 5th of the year makes it 3-0 IceDogs. And a man opening, Billy Constantino on the right wing side. Would have had a chance. If he wanted to go one-timer, he could have. But Tomasino able to look off the pass, lets the shot go, and extends the lead to 3 for the IceDogs. The top-ranked offense in the league, averaging 4.05 goals per game. Now closing in on that average is the Otters. They got to get something going here offensively. Out shooting the IceDogs 22-15. But have not been able to best Stephen Dillon here tonight. Here's D'Amato on for Hoffman, and he fan on that one. And sends it wide behind the net. Dan D'Amato still after it here against DiStimone. Bouncing puck. Constantino forces it out of the zone. And out ahead they come towards the Otters line as Ryan Martin shoved by Ian Martin. As the Martins battle right in front of the Erie bench. And it'll be worked ahead in control by Dan D'Amato. Pushes it off the near side glass. And then Hunter swings it across the zone to be thrown in by Uberti. Almost 5 minutes off the clock here in the third period. And the deficit now 3 for the Erie Otters. Here's Emmett Sproul on for Brendan Selland. Back to Sproul, give it a go. Left wing side, bouncing puck. It could be settled to get on goal by Gritz. And along the near side wall, Bruder turns it up the boards. Selland battling away, lost his twig, and off goes Castleman, but it's taken away by the Otters' Drysdale, who gives off to Luke Beamish, and once more, Jamie Drysdale. Erie will send it in on a backhand play. Drysdale's going to chase after it. Tries to push it out in front. Comes towards Sproul. And stepping in front of it to intercept is Johnson. And ahead for Castleman. Tried the drop pass. That was just off the mark, and the Otters can regain possession on the play into the Erie end. Between the skates of Emmett Sproul, and comes Brendan Selland to slow things up. As he weaves his way over left wing side, he'll feed it into the zone, and then head off on the shift change. Claudia does pick up the assist on the goal to make it 3-0. As the IceDogs ahead, and they jump it on into the Otter zone. Maximoff after it. Played up the near side wall. Schaefer was out of the zone as he goes for a skate back in neutral territory. Gives right back to Maximoff. Poke checked by the Otters. Chad Yetman. Back onto center ice it comes. Ham trying to get to the zone. And he can't. And Singer can take it away. Puts it to an area trying to find Garrett Podubny, but getting back on the back check is the captain, Ben Jones. He rattles it off the glass back to Erie territory. Puck just will not settle for the Erie Otters on some of these passes. Chad Yetman almost had a pick off there. It skipped over a stick again. And both teams having trouble with puck here tonight. Delayed offside call as the Otters send it out to neutral ice. Recovered by Jones and then given right wing side for the throw in by Constantino. 13:35 to play here in regulation. The Otters down 3-0. They've already been shut out twice this season, trying to avoid a third one here tonight. It could be the second in 4 games as the Otters bounce it back into the zone far side. Pushed ahead, once more out to center ice. Jack Duff goes down on the play and allows Moore to pick this one up through neutral ice. And he's got a head of steam here coming to the net. Draws a call, save made on the play. Crashing in front, Erie gets a piece of it to draw the whistle. And a holding call, the whistle. And I believe it's Jack Duff coming to the penalty box. No, Curtis Henry. And the fourth power play chance for the IceDogs. Planet Fitness penalty kill on the ice for Erie. As Jones wins the draw back, and now Lodnia winds up, slap shot, deflected, and a good stop by Murphy with Ben Jones drifting to the front of the net. Face off to the left of Murphy once more. Three on three in the corner as the jostling back and forth. Erie springs it loose up the wall. Keeping it alive, though, is Ham. Erie almost picked that pass off, but here's Maximoff the chance. Gives in front. Castleman. His shot is stopped by Murphy with the stick. They hold from the point. Ham. Here's right side. Ladnia pushed down low. Tapped out in front. Castleman denied as Jones sends it just wide from the far side post. Now Maximoff again. Twirls it to the point. Holding his Ham. Ladnia once more right side. He's feeling it now after getting that assist against his old team. Wrist shot in front, blocked. Erie chops it up the boards. Will it get out? It will. Just enough across the line. And they'll reset. Ladnia across for Maximoff. Back into the zone with 1:05 on the power play. Jones behind the goal. He'll head over to the far side. Bank it off the end boards as Erie trying to hold this one in. Ladnia, nice play to deny Alex Gritz an opportunity to sweep that puck out of the zone. And Ladnia has it once more. Ham. Left side, Maximoff trying to give a cross. Blocked by Kyle Maximovich, but they hold in. Ham waits. Traffic develops. Throws to the goal. Stopped by Murphy. With Ben Jones stationed, parked right in front. And Murphy holds on for the face-off and the whistle. Leads to the left of Murphy, who has stopped 17 of 20 here tonight. As the IceDogs turn this one back to the point on the face-off win. Constantino shot blocked. It'll settle on the end boards. Jammed there by Constantino to the far corner. As the Otters come crashing in. Garrett Podubny, Jack Duff, Jamie Drysdale. Podubny's going to pick this one up. He'll snap it up off the glass, and it'll roll and slide and tumble back to the end. And now a whistle was played by a high stick on that play. With 11:30 to go, 23 seconds on the minor penalty to Curtis Henry. And Erie will have an offensive zone draw here. Draw pulled back by the Otters. Jetman gives the Duff. Drysdale giving ground. And then from his own blue line, we'll lift this all the way back into Niagara territory. 10 seconds ago, Podubny with a steal back behind the net. Look out, it bounces out in front. And here's going to hold in. Jack Duff, wrist shot, deflects to the goal. Hit out by Dillon. It was deflected by his own man and changed directions coming towards the crease. And at 6'5", Dillon reaches with the left leg and keeps it out. Another offensive zone draw on the way as out of the box comes Curtis Henry as the puck slides out to neutral ice. Henry in front of his own blue line here as Uberti battles his way into the Otters' end. Crashes with Alex Gritz back behind the Erie goal. Gritz, they would have poked it on, a pass ahead. The dish from Emmett Sproul off the mark. Brendan Sellon trying to trickle it into the net, or rather in the zone, however, as Sellon does get the Sproul, and then a tap out in front, pass behind Alex Gritz. Erie just off the mark a bit here today. Brendan Sellon to Sproul. He'll chop it on in. Dillon wants to move it. And he'll slide it out for a one-touch pass to center ice, where Brendan Sellon over skates, followed up here by Sproul. And now Luke Beamish, shouldered by Hunter. Down goes the Otters' Luke Beamish, who was trying to reach that one into the zone. And now Sellon comes across and gives the business on to Drew Hunter as the what would stand as the GWG right now. He scored back in the first period at 13:01. It's out ahead and crashing into the ear boards was Johnson. The puck does get to the Erie territory as Ham takes over from his own line after the Otters volley it right back to the Niagara zone. Thrown into Erie ice. Murphy will play it. Slide around the glass. Dan D'Amato now. His pass out ahead off a shin pad, and Joe Mack denied the entry to the offensive zone as they stand up right in front of the Niagara bench. Tomasino on top of it there with Brady Johnson. Dug out by D'Amato. Sends it across for Drysdale. He's trying to skate it into the zone. Ham runs into his own man. Opens things up for Jamie Drysdale. Slap shot and gloved down by Dillon from a sharp angle on the right wing side. 9:18 to play in the third. And the IceDogs lead 3-0 from the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters fans, Meadowbrook Dairy and True Moo Pure Milk is the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. It's True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk, the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. Pick up a gallon today at your local grocer. Face-off will be to the left of Stephen Dillon, as the Otters got to kick things into high gear here. Father Time in the building with the clock winding down. Schaefer out ahead to center ice, left wing side. He'll drop it into the Otters' end, where it's tapped away by Dan Murphy. Settled in behind the net as Chenka can dig this one out ahead, and Golod now leads it for Peter Chenka once more right wing side to Kyle Maximich. Burst of speed, gets a backhander go as he hits the circles, and stopped by Dillon once more. Chenka to the point. Drysdale able to keep that one alive. Hands off to Jack Duck. Throw it towards the net. Blocked in front. Never made it on the goal. Swept to the back door by the IceDogs, and Chenka almost put it home. Drysdale at the point to Duff. Wrist shot. Never made it on goal again. The Otters still lose. Here's Golod with a shot from the far side. That's stopped by Dillon as Chenka thrown down to the ice along the near post, getting to the front, and a penalty on the way. As the IceDogs touch it up, Liam Ham's going to go to the box. .30 to go in the third, and the Otters power play will have their third try of the night. And the face-off will be to the right of Stephen Dillon, who stopped 25 here tonight. Plymouth Tavern power play to the ice for Erie. Oh, for their last 12. Loose in front, Maximich scores! Right off the draw, Kyle Maximich puts the Otters on the board with his 12th of the season. It's 3-1. The Otters captain coming out of that pileup. That puck just sat right in front of Stephen Dillon. He's kind of in no man's land. As the big tie-up, everybody just crashed to the face-off dot, and Maximich, the left-hander, puts it home. It's a 2-goal game here from Erie. And now, looks like the Otters just took another one. Kishnick's going to go to the box right after the face-off. As Leighton Moore goaded him into a penalty. And that's the last thing you want to do when you're down by 2. Only 8:21 to play. So at least, even if you kill this off, valuable time wasted off the clock. Here's Ham at the point at the face-off win. Gets it right back from Ivan Lodnia. And on to the left for Castleman. On across, Lodnia waits, fires off the goaltender. Save made, 2 of them as he stops Jones in front too. Murphy comes up big for the Otters there. Maximoff one time, but that's blocked. As Curtis Henry steps in front of it. A look for Castleman on the near side. Taken away by Chad Yetman. He'll find the open lane and bank it onto the left wing corner. Now the IceDogs, and leaving it there is Dillon, picked up by Yetman, steps away from one man and pins it along the boards. It'll take 3 IceDogs to fish that one out. Yetman still after it. Here, working in the offensive zone, shorthanded. Podudny there also. Again, Yetman will kill a little bit of time as Podubny after it as well. Twisting was Ham, and he'll finally get away, and they escape the center ice with 1:04 on the power play clock. Holding his Ham. Back on the right wing side for Ladnia. Holds, waits, gives on a cross off the skate of Castleman, and couldn't get the stick on it to get it towards the net. Here's Duff. Fouled by Ladnia. Backhand try. Save made by Murphy. Played to the wall and back out to the point. Here's Ham. Ladnia, right wing circle, waits, floats it in front. Maximoff denied by Murphy as he reaches across. Now thrown back towards the front. Murphy along, somehow keeps that puck out. Maximoff thought he scored. It's still loose now. Onto the circle and at the point. Ham with a lane. Waits, fires, save made. No stick for the goaltender. Bouncing puck for Ladnia on the far side. Knifed away by Duff. And they hold it at the point with 20 seconds on the man advantage. Castleman looking to give a cross. It's taken away by Podubny, but he can't clear. Maximoff at the line. Gives right. Here's Ladny again. Holds. Gives down low to Jones. Play it towards the front. Stuff attempt by Jones. Murphy gets the whistle. And now a rumble breaks out. Henry going with Maximoff. Down goes Maximoff. Just hammering away. Bit off a little more than he can chew. We'll see what comes of this. There's still 5 seconds on the Kishnick minor penalty. With Curtis Henry and Kirill Maximoff getting into it. Both are ushered over here to the penalty boxes. Kyle Maximovich will deliver the laundry to Curtis Henry. And now Kyle Maximovich will say, "Oh, how come the face-off is going to stay inside?" Even with everything afterwards. Captain doing his diligence, trying to buy a call. And we'll drop off the equipment here for Curtis Henry. Maximovich with that goal draws within 1 point of tying Taylor Radish for 7th all-time in Erie Otters scoring. Taylor Radish left the Otters with 253 points. Maximovich 252 now after scoring his 12th of the season. Jones and Maximovich here right in front of the penalty boxes. This is getting everything situated. Nick Gill and Josh Sheen. But Dan Murphy comes up big in tight. He absolutely robbed Kirill Maximoff, who was set up on that play on the back door by Ivan Ladnia. And this time it was Dan Murphy's time coming up big with the right pad. They took a look at it on that big stuff attempt. It was right after Maximoff was stoned by Murphy. He threw it back from behind the net, right back in front. That got loose in the equipment and caught up in that equipment of Dan Murphy as it was twisting around. And it stays out of the net as we just were shown. Penalties. Both Henry and Maximoff get 2 minutes for roughing. Those are the Quincennes and 10-minute misconducts. And the face-off does come outside of the Erie zone. 6:25 to go in the third period. Well, these are always entertaining. The Otters and the IceDogs get together. As Billy Burke, what's the discussion over at his bench with Josh Sheen? Looks like we're all good to go now. Otters lose a defender in Henry for a good bit as Roberts brings it in right wing side. No Maximoff here for the IceDogs for a good while. They'll take us all the way down towards the end as Erie has killed this penalty. And then get into the zone where it's slowed down by Dillon. Emmett Sproul will force the face-off. The draw will be to the right of the overage goaltender. Henry Maximoff will be done here. Well, for the rest of regulation, if Erie should tie things up, you would have just a little bit of time in overtime that they could come out. About a minute, a little over a minute left if we get there. 3-1 the score. Kyle Maximich gets the honors on the board with the power play goal as Chaika bounces one towards the front. That one skips just wide as Kyle Maximich heads to the near side corner. Maxim goal line after it along the half wall. Chaika trying to keep it alive. It's forced out to center ice here by Phillip. Trying to back down Drysdale. Phillip, drop pass to the circle. Tomasino trying to give across. Ryan Martin able to deny that, but they get it right back. Here's Phillip backhander. Play to the front. Twisting is Tomasino, and he puts it home. Oh, what a goal from Phillip Tomasino for a second of the night as he twists on the Otters defense and then puts it up under the bar to reestablish the 3-goal lead. It's 4-1. I'll take a look at the replay here as soon as we can get it up. But Tomasino receiving the pass and just spinning his way to the front of the net and puts it over an outstretched Dan Murphy. And the Niagara IceDogs have climbed back ahead by 3. .540 remains here in the third. As we get things together now, well, they're trying to get Maximoff and Henry into out of the boxes, into their respective locker rooms here with those 10-minute misconduct penalties. And we'll finally drop the puck here at center. Dropped in by Schaefer, slowed by Murphy. Now the Otters poke it out ahead to center ice. Nicely settled down by Emmett Sproul. Gives across for Brendan Sellon. Drops it into the near side corner. Sellon chasing after it as he's shouldered by Martin. And back behind the Niagara net. They go D-to-D to Schaefer from Liam Ham. And launches it off the body of Brendan Sellon up out of play. The face-off comes outside with 5:11 to go. The Otters stay at home ice here to welcome in the London Knights tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock start. That's the Western Conference leading London Knights. As Phillip gets it into the zone, right around Martin, a backhand shot stopped by Murphy. And stays out of the net. Murphy makes another save. The London Knights streaking here, 10 wins in their past 11 games. Coming into tomorrow's afternoon matchup, the draw will be to the left of Dan Murphy. 1 to Ryan Martin, playing his 100th OHL game here tonight. As Erie coughs it up right at their own line, Jones pokes away from Daniel Singer, who's gone 8 games without a goal here. Just 1 point in his last 7 games for Dan Singer. Erie's trying to get him back on the score sheet if they can. He's got the puck now in the zone, right wing side. It's Garrett Podubny. Knocked down by Constantino. Gets back up, trying to force his way back behind the net where he's tied up by Jones. Singer jars it loose. It's moved away by Constantino to the far side and lifted up off the window by Castleman to center ice. Kishnik ahead. Headman pass for Yetman, but he couldn't reel it in. He was splitting between the D, but couldn't pull that in on the back end. And now away goes Constantino. Left wing side, flying around Kishnik. Drops it, going to go short side on the shot along the goal line. He hits the side of the net. Trying to fool Dan Murphy. Tomasino back with it. 2 tonight already. Throws it in front. Deflected just wide by Sopa. Ivan Ladnia follows up with 4 minutes to play here. And a 4-1 IceDogs lead. They give to the point. Constantino shot, save, and held to by Dan Murphy. Draw will be to his left with time winding down here in the third. 3:52 exactly, and a 4-1 IceDogs lead. Teams won't get together until January. They'll have 2 games at the Meridian Center, the 4th and the 24th. Here's a centering pass by the Otters, but everybody's all tied up. Max Gola puts one off his stick to the far corner. DeSimone gets there, hit hard by Max Gola. Down goes DeSimone. Here he ties a man up as Chaika lost the handle right in front, but a backhand try, save made, rebound, popped loose onto the far side boards. Everybody crashing towards the net as a blocker right to the back of Max Golod. And now they'll grab Max Golod, and the whistle will sound. Penalty on the way as Stephen Dillon throws a right to Maxim Golod. And they will get Stephen Dillon with the only penalty. DeSimone will serve this one as he comes across from the bench. For the Otters, Chaika, Maximovich, and Max Golod all crashing the net, which Stephen Dillon took exception to. Erie on to the power play for a 4th time here tonight. 1 for 3. Maximovich has that power play goal earlier in the period. He holds it now, receiving the pass from Drysdale. Gives across. Garrett Podubny, fans on the play. Puck loose here. Jones, Drysdale's going to step up and keep this alive. Now it's Maximovich. Played in front. It comes to Garrett Podubny. Scores! Podubny redeems himself. 4-2 from Erie. Well, don't tune out just yet. With 2:59 to go. A fortunate bounce for the Erie Otters comes back to Garrett Podubny, who fanned on the play just seconds before. And a blasted pass. Stephen Dillon, the Otters' second power play goal tonight, and now back down by 2. Still in this hockey game here. As Constantino out to center ice, launches it towards the Otters' net. That'll force the hand of Dan Murphy to cover up and hold this one. Drysdale will pick this one up behind the goal and hand off to his partner, Ryan Martin. Taped ahead. Erie, look out. They cough this one up. Bouncing puck in the Otter zone. Swept to the near side circles. Ryan Martin is there. As Bruder almost had the takeaway. It was handed to him by Dan D'Amato. Now it's Martin. Ahead for Joe Mack. Loose out at center ice. A collision here as D'Amato comes crashing on in. Hoffman can find the puck. Bouncing and rolling. Settles it down. Gets into the zone. Hands off to D'Amato to his right. Now Hoffman in the corner. I'll watch the goaltender to my left here as Dan D'Amato spins it out in front. Held by Martin. Waits. Fires. Save made. Rebound. Scores! Brendan Hoffman pots the rebound. It's a 1-goal game from Erie. Well, Dan D'Amato with the pass from the near side circle. He twists it around, put the backhand in front. It's held on to by Ryan Martin. And again, shots low towards the goal. And Brendan Hoffman battling away at 6'2", 200. He scored 33 goals last year for the Toronto Junior Canadiens. Working in the offense, that rebound drops right to his tape. And he makes it a 1-goal game with 2:12 to play. And the IceDogs will use a timeout. Calm things down here after Erie scores 2 goals in 47 seconds. It seemed like this one you might have been able to put a bow tie on after Tomasino with that highlight reel goal, spinning in front of Dan Murphy for his second of the night. But Garrett Padubny and Brendan Hoffman score 2 in 47 seconds. And the Otters have a chance to tie this hockey game. 2:05 to go. Beamish ahead for goal line. Going to dance around Tomasino, who's got 2 already. Now Ivan Lodnia crashes in. Beamish will take over. Give D to Jack Duff. Snapped on for Peter Chaikin. Did he get a piece of that one? Max Sumich on his horse. He'll beat out the icing call. Throws it out in front. Loose puck. It comes to the point. Beamish hands off the Max goal on right wing side. Angled down low for Kyle Max Sumich, the Otters captain, against Ham. Gives back to Golod. Extra man on coming for Erie. Centers in front. Here's Golod's shot. And it's stopped by Dillon, who is down along the ice. Now a foot race here. Duff for Lodnia. Lodnia to the goal. And it's broken up. As getting the stick down is Jack Duff. Erie's pass goes off his skate. They'll have to settle it down here on the near side. Minute and 18 left. Here's Luke Beamish. Knocked down off his skates. Look out, Erie gives the puck up out of the near corner. Tomasino, hands off. Jones is open. And he scores on a one-timer for the empty net goal. 5-3 IceDogs. Well, Erie did everything they could there in that shift into the offensive zone and turning it out to the front, but then when they got back and had to defend, they just seemed gassed. And Tomasino hands it across for Ben Jones, who was wide open on the shift change, charging into the Erie end. And it looks like he'll deliver the dagger here with the empty net goal. Into the final minute. There's Phillip. Oh, he just busts around the Otters D, goes the backhand, and couldn't finish it off as Murphy makes a save. Garrett Padubny charges ahead, right wing side. Erie flying. Some urgency here down the near side boards. Drysdale holds in. Goaltender off once more. Just on is Max Simovic, and he keeps that puck alive, but as he tried to shoot it into the zone, it's broken up by Phillip, and another empty net goal on the way as he tucks it in on the backhand. As the Otters down 3, climb within 1. Back down by 3, a pair of empty netters. We'll put this one out of reach with 40.4 left. IceDogs 6, Erie 3. Within 2 minutes and 19 seconds, traded 4 goals. But one thing remained, the IceDogs on top. Bouncing puck along the near side. Erie sends it down right wing. Constantino will get there. 20 seconds left. Brought ahead by the IceDogs, and into the zone they come. Reflect along the near side. Drop passes. Hoffman can charge ahead after picking up his second of the campaign. D'Amato in behind the goal now with 5 seconds left. D'Amato holds, gives off. Kishnick's shot off his stick, and it'll pop to the far corner as that'll bring it in for this third period. Now the Otters working to close within 1, but a pair of goals from the Niagara IceDogs this time. 2 empty netters as the IceDogs come into Erie and even the season series 1 apiece. 6-3 the final from the Erie Insurance Arena. Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Hockey is back in the city of Erie, and you won't want to miss any of the hard-hitting, fast-paced Erie Otters action at the Erie Insurance Arena. It's Scout Sleepover night when the Otters host the Niagara IceDogs Saturday, November 17th at 7 p.m. Then on Sunday, November 18th, it's Nurses Appreciation Night when the Otters battle the London Knights at 4 p.m. Don't miss the NHL stars of tomorrow, today. Get your tickets at the Erie Insurance Arena box office, online at ottershockey.com, or by calling 814-452-4857.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra. Zero down for only $199 a month. Sign and drive. What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue. Zero down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert. Zero down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,100, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Second star with 1 goal and 1 assist.
Welcome back here inside
Number 41, Drew Hunter.
the Erie Insurance Arena.
Tonight with 2 goals and 1 assist. Number 26 for the Niagara IceDogs, Philip Tomasina.
So we get our 3 points. The Otters fall to the Niagara IceDogs 6-3. As Erie made things interesting in the third period. Climbing within 1 after trailing 3-0. But ultimately, the IceDogs able to pot a pair of empty net goals. Take this hockey game 6-3, the final. I'm Aaron Cooney. This is the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. Duskus Martin working tirelessly to give your loved ones dignity. And wrapping things up from the Erie Insurance Arena as the Otters on home ice here for the good bit towards the end of the month of November. At home ice, well, didn't work out today as the Otters go on closing in on the IceDogs. They were out shooting them through 2 periods until the IceDogs put up 18 in this third frame. Take not only just the game 6-3, but also shots on goal 32-30-1. As Erie, the good news, you'll get a power play and penalty kill. The Otters special teams awake here today. Power play goes 2 for 4. And on the penalty kill, Erie killing them all off. They went 5 for 5 here tonight. So, well, you look at it, it's all part of a process, but Erie's got to try to get everything in together all at one time. As we recap this hockey game, the Otters trailed 1-0 after the first period. Drew Hunter, the opening goal, 13:01 in the first period. That would be our only goal heading into the second. And more Niagara IceDogs, as this was Stephen Dillon standing on his head in the first 40 minutes as he stopped 21 Erie Otters shots and allowed his team to take a 2-0 lead as Brady Johnson gets on the board with his 6th of the season at 9:32 for the IceDogs. 2-0 through 40 minutes of play, and then things just got wonky in the final 10 minutes of this hockey game as the Otters saw the IceDogs take a 3-0 lead at 3:29 to Philip Tomasino with his first of the period. We'll put them up 3-0. The Otters would answer at 11:33, a power play goal from Kyle Maximovich, his 12th of the season to lead the team. Had the Otters on the board, but it was answered 3 minutes later by Philip Tomasino on a beautiful spin move, power move to the front of the net, and then roofed it on the Otters goaltender Dan Murphy That was just a tough play for Murphy to try to make a stop on that to make it 4-1. And the Otters in the final 3 minutes of the game, they would score a pair of goals in 47 seconds to draw within one. Starting first with a Garrett Podubny power play goal at 17:01 for his 8th of the season. As Drysdale giving to Maksimovic, who feeds it on across. Went off a leg and off a skate that bounced on to that bounced along and onto this tape of Garrett Podubny, who puts it home to make it 4-2. And the Otters on the forecheck. Dan D'Amato slides one out to the point for Ryan Martin, and Martin keeps that shot low. It drops down right in front of goaltender Stephen Dillon. The rebound found by Brendan Hoffman, who pots his 2nd of the season. It's a 1-goal hockey game. As the Otters pull the goaltender, they get the puck in the offensive zone. At 18:53, however, the Otters, as they were working and trying to get that thing into the zone, well, just didn't work out. They wasted a lot of energy in the offensive zone. By the time they had to get back and defend, Ivan Lodney had a couple good chances for the empty net. As the Otters just saw too many IceDogs onto the ice, and we got caught watching as they were out of gas. Pass across to Ben Jones for the empty net goal. Makes it 5-3. They would add another empty netter 32 seconds later. 6-3 is your final, as that final dagger delivered by Matthew Phillip at 19:19. 3,637 attendance here today from the Erie Insurance Arena. It's the Scout sleepover game. So, well, we're not done here from the arena, as the Otters will be heading home, but not for the folks here. They're going to sleep over the arena as the Scouts will go and claim their territory here at the Erie Insurance Arena. And the Otters have to get ready for tomorrow afternoon's game as the London Knights make their way into town for the first stop of the season. And they are rolling, winning 10 of their last 11 hockey games. Points in all 11 of those hockey games. As a 4 o'clock start tomorrow from the Erie Insurance Arena, the first meeting between the Knights and the Otters. Here are tonight's Ironworkers local union number 3's Ironman of the game with tonight's 3 stars. Third star, Kyle Maksimovic, 2-point night, as he comes into a tie with Taylor Radish for the 7th spot on the all-time scoring list in Erie Otters history. 253 points, well, even there, and he will be set with 7th right now. And Kyle Maksimovic could continue to climb up those rankings and a whole bunch of other things. The Otters' 5th-year man out of Hamilton, Ontario. Drew Hunter, the number 1 star from the IceDogs. He opened up the scoring in the first period and would finish with a 2-point night and a +3 on the evening. Philip Tomasino, the number 1 star, 2 goals and assist on the empty netter to set things apart as the Otters fall tonight 6-3 to the Niagara IceDogs. That's your final. Here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Well, the Otters are back at it tomorrow. That's when you'll hear from us. A 4 o'clock start. No delay, tape delay or anything. Nice, as the Buffalo Bills are on their bye week. So you'll have us live here on CBS Sports Radio and also online as well and in the live stream. But for tonight, I'm going to say so long. As the Otters' final score, they fall tonight 6-3 the Niagara IceDogs in to take on the London Knights tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, and another Midwest Division battle from the Erie Insurance Arena. For Brian McKay back in studio, I'm Aaron Cooney saying good night. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.